points a game while giving up just 12.
Yeah, that's an incredible stat, just giving up just 12 points per game. Talking to the McBain and Kent City game, they made that McBain game a tough game. But, McBain was playing second, third-string quarterback, first-string guy there. Sealand went down. And then I think Kent City's 7-0 playing against 7-0 Lake City tonight. So
they are.
Yeah.
That'll be an interesting ball game. Let me give you that answer here, which I mentioned just a moment ago. The coach in 1978, when Manton last played Morley Stanwood, was Mike Clark. He was the head football coach for a couple of years, also head basketball coach. And then he and his wife, Linda, moved on. Now, let's turn our attention to the Rangers. They went 4-5 last year. They began this season, as everybody knows, with a lot of changes in personnel and a new head coach. They entered tonight's game with a 4-3 record, wins over Joburg, White Cloud, Everett, and Beale City, and their losses to Lake City, McBain, and last week, 29-14 to Pine River. The Rangers are averaging 24 points a game while allowing an average of 24 points a game. And just for a little ironic stat, they have scored 170 points. They have given up 170 points on the season. The two common opponents between these two are White Cloud and McBain. Against White Cloud, Manton defeated them 48-0. Morley Stanwood defeated White Cloud 42-0. Against McBain, Manton lost 50-12. And as I just mentioned a moment ago, Morley Stanwood lost to McBain 12-3.
Yeah, I think it's going to be absolutely critical that our defense comes out tonight, and they got to be on their heels and not let this Morley Russian attack get to our secondary.
That's for sure. You're listening to 107.1 The Drive, which along with area sponsors has stepped up to put Manton Ranger football on the air this fall. We want to thank the sponsors who have made this possible. They are Lucky Hydraulics and Forest Products, Forest Area Federal Credit Union, Wexford Missaukee Career Tech Center, the Smokehouse on 13th Street in Cadillac, Shepler Well Drilling in Manton, Java and Java 2 of Cadillac, the 308 Pub and Grill in Manton, Manton Booster Club, Wilder Heating and Cooling, Maple Ridge Living Center, Jamie Fellows Garno City to Shore Real Estate Office in Manton, and Bostic's Drugstore, also located in downtown Manton. Please visit these businesses if you can. Thank them for their support, because without them, of course, no Ranger football on the air. We're going to take just a short time out. We'll go back to the studio and Aaron for just a moment, and then we'll come back and talk about the key players and the coaches of these two teams. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Knowledge of the business, safety, dependability, and professionalism is what you'll get from Shepler Well Drilling of Manton. Shepler Well Drilling is a proud community supporter and would like to wish the Manton Rangers good luck in this year's sports season.
Manton Athletic Boosters Club is a proud supporter of the Rangers Athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to all our fall Manton Ranger sports teams. And go Rangers!
When you need an assisted living center you can trust to treat the person you cherish most like family, trust Maple Ridge Living Center. Maple Ridge Living Center is a 26-bed assisted care facility on M55 just east of Lake City, offering 24-hour care to meet the daily needs of their residents and give their families peace of mind. With a second 20-bed location coming in the spring of 2019 on Mackinac Trail in Cadillac. Call for a tour, 231-839-1011. That's 839-1011. Maple Ridge Living Center, just east of Lake City.
Welcome back to Morley Stanwood High School. Rick Swanson along with Jordan Shepler, and we are bringing you this varsity football contest between the Manton Rangers and the Morley Stanwood Mohawks. It's a huge game for both these teams if the playoffs are to be realized. Morley Stanwood 7-3 a year ago. They come into the game 5-2. They need one more win to qualify for the playoffs. So, Jordan, let's look at the Morley Stanwood personnel first. They do have some key people that Manton's going to have to pay attention to.
Yeah, first one on the list is going to be the junior running back, number 24, Jason Bialik. He's averaging an incredible 7 yards a carry, 10 touchdowns, 7 of them coming running the ball. Senior quarterback, number 1, Trevor Underhill, runs offense very well. He has over 200 yards rushing and a touchdown. Senior running back number 20, Callan Dillery. He's doing 5 yards a carry. He has a couple touchdowns this year. Sophomore kicker number 4, Al Peños. He's 17 of 18 for his point afters plus 2 field goals. He's their exchange student out of Spain.
Exactly. Now look at the Rangers. Manton last qualified for the playoffs in 2014. The Rangers finished last season with a 3-game winning streak to finish 4-5. Many lineup changes from last season, and they have shown great potential and a willingness to work hard throughout the entire ballgame. Manton comes into tonight's game 4-3 on the season, and they need these 2 wins this week and next week for them to qualify for the playoffs. Who should we look for from the Rangers tonight, Jordan?
First on my list, I have junior quarterback Lane Housel. Last week in Pine River was his first full game as quarterback. He had 140 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. Junior running back Jacob Hahn, he's a dual threat. He got 3 touchdowns passing this year, 6 touchdowns rushing. Senior running back Nick Dunham always runs hard, 7 rushing touchdowns, a receiving touchdown. He also took a kick return back. Wide receiver Isaac Radin has 4 touchdowns, 3 receiving, 1 rushing. Junior running back Trent Grover's got a couple touchdowns. Look for Trevor Slonny to improve some from the ankle injury. I talked to the coaches prior to pregame, and they said he's better today than he has been the last couple weeks.
Well, that's good to hear because he's been struggling the last 3 weeks with that ankle. Well, as Jordan said, it's kind of a cool night, but we've got a good turnout. And the Morley Stanwood Band is down on the track right in front of us, entertaining the crowd before kickoff. And we're going to take one more quick pause, and then we'll be back. We'll go back to Aaron and back here in Morley Stanwood in 60 seconds.
Wilder Heating and Cooling is a name you've come to trust when it comes to Amana high-efficiency furnaces, air conditioning systems, and heat pumps. They can provide quality service at a quality price with a 10-year labor and parts warranty and service all makes and models. Financing is available. Contact Wilder Heating and Cooling at 231-645-4822 or online at wilderhvac.net. Wilder Heating and Cooling is a proud local community supporter of the Manton Rangers.
Are you in the mood for amazing food at a reasonable price? Well, look no further than the 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. It all kicks off on Tuesday with wings for just 50 cents traditional and 65 cent boneless. Wednesday is burger baskets for $4.99, and Thursday is dollar taco night. Friday and Saturday is steak night and starts at just $9.99. Returning this fall to 308 on Saturday nights is comedy night with no cover, so enjoy the laughs on us. Sundays get 2 of our signature wood fire pizzas for just $18, dine in only. Good drinks, good food, and good times at the local 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. The local 308 is a proud supporter of the Manton Rangers and major supporter of Local First.
Welcome back to Manton Ranger football on 107.1 The Drive. Rick Swanson along with Jordan Shepler from Morley Stanwood High School for this important football contest between the 4-3 Manton Rangers and the 5-2 Morley Stanwood Mohawks. We're just minutes away from the start, Jordan, so let's take a look at the coaches. Morley Stanwood, they're coached by Clark Hunty, who is also the athletic director here, and he's in his 8th year as head coach.
Yeah, that's good to see. They've got some longevity here with athletic director and high school football coach. He likes to run the football and wear down the opponents. They run the full house backfield with some misdirection. They have the option play. They've got 15 rushing touchdowns this year. They average over 200 yards rushing per game, and their defense comes in with 13 sacks and 5 interceptions in the last 7 games.
The Manton Rangers head coach is Eric Slonny in his first year leading the Rangers after serving several years in the football program as an assistant. And the assistant coaches this year are Tom Skyver, Alex Leckie, and Adam Coleman. What about Coach Solani tonight, Jordan?
Yeah, he's really blessed to have this group of kids that he's got. They're hardworking, and they play with a lot of heart. He's going to come in tonight with their up-tempo offense, no huddle, like to do a good balance between the run and the pass. On the defense, they're much improved from a year ago. We are doing the 4-3 front. And the number one goal, I think, tonight is each player do his job every play. And in other words, Manton's got to execute.
That is something that Coach Solani has been preaching to his team all year long. If everybody can just do their job every single play, then you can be at least acceptable of whatever happens at that point.
Exactly. I remember Coach Solani saying that if everybody does their job every play, we can play with anybody.
You bet. Now, stay with us tonight at halftime. We will give you a recap of the scoring and statistics from the first half, as always. We'll analyze first half, give you results from the JV contest last night, and we'll look ahead to the second half. But tonight, we'll also be talking about the playoff format that's used by the MHSAA. In other words, how do schools qualify for the playoffs? We will also reminisce about the years that Manton has qualified for the playoffs and how they fared in those games. See if you know how many different seasons has Manton qualified for the playoffs through the years. How many playoff games have the Rangers won over the years? If you have an idea of those, we will fill you in at halftime and see how close you are. See if you remember those. This again is Rick Swanson, Jordan Shepler from Morley Stanwood High School tonight, where tonight the Rangers are the visitors in Week 8 of the 2018 football season. The blue and gold Mohawks are hosting the orange and black Rangers in football action. Jordan, like we were saying, this is, for the Rangers, this is basically the start of the playoff season tonight.
Yeah, it is. It's like, it's a winner go home type situation. We got one more next week. You don't execute here. Next week is basically for fun.
Yeah, next week you're playing for a winning season. But 6 wins get you in. And Manton standing at 4-3, of course, needs both of these. Morley Stanwood at 5-2. They need one of their last 2 to automatically qualify. So it's a big game, as we said, for both these teams tonight. As we look down at the field, let me give you some color combinations tonight. The Rangers are on the road. They have their white jerseys, black pants, and black lettering on the jerseys with their black helmets. The Mohawks are blue and gold. They've got their solid blue uniform, blue jerseys, blue pants, and numbers on the jerseys in white and gold with their blue helmets. The players are lining up on the field for our national anthem. The Morley Stanwood Band is down on the track in front of us, ready to present the anthem. And we will break away while that is at least for part of the presentation, and then we'll be back. We'll go back to the studio and return here to Morley Stanwood in 60 seconds.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of Manton High School. CTC is the place to be.
Looking to buy a home or sell yours? Need to upgrade or downsize? Go with experience. Go with Garno. Jamie Fellows Garno of City to Shore Real Estate is your full-time real estate professional with 15 years of experience helping people make their homeownership dreams come true in the greater Cadillac area. Homes are needed now to meet the demand. Want to know what your home is worth in today's real estate market? Talk to Jamie Fellows Garno, serving Wexford, Misaki, Osceola, and Grand Traverse counties from the new City to Shore branch office in Manton at 113 Main Street.
You are listening to 107.1 WCKC Cadillac, and Rick Swanson with Jordan Shepler here at Morley Stanwood High School. National anthem just presented by the Morley Stanwood Marching Band, decked out in their finest tonight, looking pretty sharp. And we are ready to get this ball game underway. The 8th weekend already. Only one more week left in the regular season for high school football in the state of Michigan. Jordan, as we said, we've got a very meaningful game here tonight in Week 8, which makes it all the more exciting. And it's nice to be playing a big game that really means something this late in the season.
Yeah, when you're playing meaningful games this late in the season, you're doing something right, Coach.
That's for sure. It's been fun to follow these Rangers all season long. Manton is going to be kicking off to start the ball game. Morley Stanwood won the toss. They deferred to the second half. Playoff implications for both these teams, as we've mentioned. Morley Stanwood needs one more win to automatically qualify. They are at 5-2 on the season. The Rangers need both this win and next week to automatically qualify. They stand right now at 4-3. Deep for the Mohawks, standing at about the 12-yard line. And doing the kicking, it's nice to see that Luke McKernan's back this week, Jordan. He was out last week with an injury he suffered in the McBain game.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, we got him and Milky back both this week.
Ball picked up at the 30. Working his way, weaving through is the return man, and he's out nearly to midfield at the 48-yard line before the Rangers can bring him down. So the Mohawks have good field position to get started.
Yeah, nice shifty movement on the return. He took, like you said, took the ball deep in their own territory, brought it up near the 50, and here we go. First drive of the game.
Ball spotted at the Mohawk 48-yard line. They come out with wing right, quarterback Underhill under center, two setbacks. Here's a snap. Straight dive up the middle, quick opener, and a little bit of running room. Stopped at the line of scrimmage, but went on and gained about another 5.
Yeah, Renfrew had him there at the line. Coach just couldn't get wrapped up. He was being blocked. Good movement from the Morley line, and we'll bring up second down for the Morley Stanwood.
Gain of about 7 on the play, second down 3. Morley Stanwood does like to pound the ball. They've got a lot of different things they do on the offensive side. They run the motion, they'll pitch, they try to get the ball outside, they'll run it straight up the middle. This time they come out in a full house set. Underhill takes a snap, hands off right tackle, and ball carrier Bialik down near the 40-yard line of the Rangers, and that's going to be a first down.
Good closing speed there by Solani. Good to see him be able to get back out there and run with those guys. And he was made the tackle there near the 40 of the Rangers. Bialik did pick up the first down.
Gain of about 6 on the play. Ball spotted just outside the Ranger 40-yard line. Just nicely underway here tonight in Morley Stanwood. Full house again. Handoff off right tackle. This time the ball carrier is Callan Dillery. And good yardage pick up again on first down.
Like you said, Coach, at the beginning, they're getting good movement here off the right side of their offensive line, and that's allowing them to pick up chunk yardage.
Yeah, that was 9 yards on that one. It'll be second down and 1. Ball on the 31-yard line of the Rangers. 10:25 here in the opening quarter left to go. Nicely underway. Handoff off left tackle this time, and he's got some running room around left end, and he's into the end zone, but we have a penalty flag flying. That was Xavier Raven, the ball carrier for the Mohawks, but that one might come back, Jordan.
Yeah, I think it's going to come back as possible holding or blocking the back on the left side of the field. There it is.
First running plays had all gone to the right, and that one caught the Rangers a little bit off guard as they went to the left.
Yeah, it was a run off the left side all the way outside the tackle, and just getting brought back, blocking the back on the Mohawks. So big break for the Rangers early.
Yes, it is. So they move the ball back to the 36-yard line. It'll be second down and about 5 for the Mohawks from there. Yep, so the Rangers get a break. Got to take advantage of that.
Absolutely. Hopefully the Rangers here can keep them from getting some chunk yardage and get our first third down of the game.
Just under 10 minutes now left to go. Opening quarter, no score here in Morley Stanwood. Underhill takes the snap and hands off to Bialik up the middle. Not a lot of running room, but good second effort on his part. Did make it a positive play.
Rangers got him initially hit there at the line. He just kept pumping his feet. What did he get, Coach? 4? We do have our first.
4. Yep. Gain of 4 will be 3rd down and 1. Cross your dial. The Mohawks are moving left to right here in the first quarter. So obviously the Rangers are going right to left.
Here we go. We need some push from the defensive line, Coach.
3rd down and 1. Probably 4 down territory. Underhill takes a snap. Again, a little cross action. Number 32, again, the ball carrier, Raven, who went off left tackle for that touchdown run that was called back, but there was no running room that time, Jordan.
No running room there at the line, and War both made him make a juke move back into the ends, or back into the backfield, and Rangers were able to corral him back there for a loss.
Loss of 5 on the play. It's going to be 4th and 6. The ball's on the 36-yard line. It'll be interesting what the Mohawks do here. I would expect at this point in the field they'll go for it. It looks like they will. 4th down and 6. Big play for the Ranger defense. 8:28 left to go. First quarter, no score. Here's a snap. Pitch. Coming around right end is Bialik. Looking for some running room. The Rangers are there. I don't think he got it before he was knocked out of bounds.
It looks like the yardage marker is at the 29. He maybe got the 28.
We'll see where they spot it as he was forced out of bounds, but it is short of the first down, and Manton's going to take over. They needed 6, and he got about 5.
That's good hustle by Solani. And then we also had Helsel out there, Coach, running him out of bounds. Bialik, wasn't just not able to get to the yardage markers, and Rangers have it, 1st 10.
So the Rangers take over on their own 32. Spread formation, snap to Helsel, back in this week at quarterback. Nick Dunham, ball carried, tried to get around the right end, but the Mohawks strung it out, never able to cut it up for any positive yardage.
They strung him out way wide to the right, and they actually got him in the backfield, loss of 2, and looks like we're going to regroup here. Plays coming in from the sidelines, running that no huddle.
2nd down, 12 for the Rangers. Again, spread. In the shotgun, Helsel takes it, back to pass, looks right. He's got a receiver out there, and brought in by, let me see the number. That's Regneris on the reception. That's good for about 6 yards. And it's going to give him about 3rd down and 6.
Good to see that balance.
Here's a snap from the shotgun. Rolling left, looking deep is Helsel. He's got Raiden out there. He's got it at the 35, 30, 25 before he's caught by the Mohawks. Good completion from Lane Helsel to Raiden.
Man, Coach, Raiden is quick. He was on the right side of the line, able to come across midfield on a slant, and Helsel put it where only he could catch it. It was a beautiful pass.
Boy, he laid it out there awfully nice, and Isaac Raiden, looking over his shoulder, just brought it in. 1st and 10 from the 25. Solani, he hasn't carried the ball in 3 weeks. It's nice to see him with the ball.
Yeah, we had some good push there on the right side of our line. Able to get 4 yards there. And like you said, Coach, good to see Solani both running people down the defensive end and getting the ball on the offensive side.
Solani picks up close to 5. We'll call it 4. 2nd down, 6. 6:43 left to go. Opening quarter, no score. In motion comes Milky. Fake handoff. Helsel keeps it himself straight up the middle, but no running room there as that defensive line closes in.
Yeah, that was a run-pass option there up the middle, and Helsel kept it. Met at the line initially by 69 for the Mohawks with no running room, and that brings up our Rangers' 3rd down.
Just as the Mohawks a couple of moments ago were in 4 down territory, the Rangers would be now also with the ball at the 21-yard line. 3rd and 7 in the spread. Helsel takes it, shotgun, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and boy, line just collapsed and probably going to lose a couple on that one.
Yeah, we did. We lost a couple there. Mirror image of the last play, and same exact result.
4th down and about 8. We'll say a short 8. So big play for the Rangers, big play for the Mohawk defense. Play coming in from the sideline. Again, Rangers tend to go no huddle. A little confusion as to what's being done, and so much confusion the Rangers are going to have to take a timeout, which they do. We got a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout also. We'll be back to Morley Stanwood in 30 seconds.
Lutke is the right combination of experience, service, knowledge, and old-fashioned honesty. By providing a full range of forestry equipment services through 3 strong divisions: Lutke Equipment, Lutke Hydraulics, and Lutke Forest Products. Lutke can offer their customers the very best service, price, and always top quality products from a company that knows the challenges that loggers face every day. They offer the top brands with a full line of steel products, Traeger grills, and a full-service hydraulic and machine shop for all of your everyday needs. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call 231-824-9506.
Welcome back, everyone, to Morley Stanwood High School. Rangers on the road once again. No score in the contest. 5:25 left to go, opening quarter. Rick Swanson along with Jordan Shepler. Big 4th down play. Rangers wanted to get everybody on the same page. Took a timeout. Now ready to go. 4th down and a short 8 from the shotgun. Solani goes in motion left to right. Helsel rolling to his right. Looking deep through the hands of the intended receiver, Regneris, and it falls incomplete. He was open, Jordan.
He was open and went right through his hands. Good strike by Helsel. He was hit as he was releasing the ball, but I think he made a great pass, and we're going to turn it back to our defense, see if we can't get the ball back for us.
So both teams on their first possession end up turning the ball over on downs. But it looks like a good hard-fought game. That's what we thought we'd have tonight. Certainly defenses from both teams stepping up here to start with. So the Mohawks have it 1st and 10 on their own 23. Handoff up the middle and pick up about 3 on the play after they sort out the pile. That was Bialik, the ball carrier. And they give him about 3 on the play, 2nd down 7.
Yeah, Bialik being one of our key players that we mentioned prior to the game, Coach. It's good to see Rangers being able to collapse down on him and keeping the minimal yardage.
2nd down play, the Mohawks come out in a full house. Underhill under center, takes a snap. Handoff off the right tackle, and really no run room. The defense stepped up well on that one. Drew Jensen, number 22, was the ball carrier. First time he's carried the ball, and really no gain.
Nice job by Lytle, Coach. He was being blocked there, and as the ball carrier run right past him, he was able to drag him to the ground, too, while being blocked.
Ball at the 27-yard line, 3rd down. 3rd and about 6 for Morley Stanwood. Big defensive play here for the Rangers. 4:14 left to go in the first quarter. No score here in Morley Stanwood. Underhill takes a snap, back to pass. He's got a receiver out on the right side. Completed and across midfield before he's knocked out of bounds in Ranger territory. That was Xavier Raven on the reception. So big 1st down for Morley Stanwood on 3rd down.
Yeah, that pass play is going to take him into Ranger territory. I think that might have caught the Rangers off guard there with all the Russian plays we've had come our way. And the time to regroup and make sure we're paying attention, and we can stop that next time.
So we'll give him a gain of about 27 on the pass play. 1st down, Morley Stanwood at the Manton 47. 2 setbacks, 1 wing on the left side. Handoff again off the left tackle. Got a lot of running room inside the 30-yard line. And that's Drew Jensen once again. And good for 1st down yardage.
Real good blocking on the left side of the offensive line, Coach. I think we could have drove a small semi-truck through that hole.
Yeah, a gain of 18. This is what the Mohawks like to do. They certainly like to pound it, want to wear people down. And from what we've seen so far, pretty strong running game.
A very strong running game.
So ball's just inside the 30 at about the 29. Morley Stanwood 1st down as they move left to right across your radio. Underhill takes a snap. Quick handoff up the middle to Bialik. Able to get positive yardage, maybe picked up about 3 before the Rangers bring him down, but ran into heavy traffic that time.
Yeah, heavy traffic forced by Solani. He was outside of the tackle box where Bialik was headed and forced him back inside to our bigs. And he had Renfer and Milky both there.
As we said in the pregame, Bialik's been their big scorer this season. He has 10 touchdowns on the year, 7 rushing, and then 3 in various aspects. He had a fumble recovery, pick 6, kick return. Here we go. Full house. Underhill back to pass. Looking to his right. Ball out there. Really falls harmlessly to the ground. Wasn't really anybody in that area, Jordan.
Well, nobody in that area, and I wish, our secondary had their heads turned around. They could have maybe made an interception on that play. That's a mirror image of the play they just ran back here for the 18 yards, or the 27 yards, and they just missed their guy again.
3rd down from the 26-yard line of the Rangers. Yeah, it might have been a little miscommunication, but the ball kind of came out wobbly. Maybe Underhill lost a little control there on that ball too.
Not the warmest nights. Makes it tough
No,
to
it's
throw a
not.
football.
It's not, that's for sure. So here we go, big 3rd down play. Wing right, 2 setbacks, under center, and we've got a penalty flag before the snap,
Yeah,
and
maybe
it's going to
delay a
cost
game if he's throwing
Morley
the flag.
Stanwood 5 yards. Delay of ball game. So that doesn't hurt.
Certainly makes it nice being back behind the yardage markers. Now we're going to have a 3rd and 12.
Ball moved back to the 31-yard line. 3rd and 12, Morley Stanwood. Again, probably 4-down territory if they're not able to pick up the 1st down on this play. 2:31 left to go, opening quarter, no score. Underhill, handoff straight up the middle to Bialik. Got a lot of running room down near the 20-yard line. It is going to be a little short of the 1st down, but good positive yardage.
Was a good run. Looking at a possibility of a 10-yard gain there on 3rd and long. Moore was able to come up from his safety spot and make the stop before the yardage and give the Rangers another chance at 4th down.
That's exactly what it was, Jordan. A gain of 10, be 4th and 2. So obviously big play here for both teams. Ball now at the 21-yard line, 4th and 2. Mohawks just need to get inside the 20 to pick up that 1st down. Here's the snap. Underhill out, passes, got a connection on the left side, and number 22 is into the end zone. That is Drew Jensen on the reception, and he took it the rest away himself. First points on the board from Morley Stanwood.
Coach, what happened there is this 4th is short. You got a team that runs the ball on 3rd and 12, and then you play the run, and they come out and do a little bootleg, and they get you, and they take it to the house for a pass and play along the left sideline.
And here's the try for extra point, and it is up and good. So with 1:43 left to go in the opening quarter, Morley Stanwood 7, Manton nothing. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Cadillac Java and Java 2 is the place to be for all things delicious. Java is a specialty drive-thru coffee shop offering fresh espresso, premium coffees, frozen, iced, and blended drinks, ice cream, chai teas, and their most popular item, the frozen hot chocolate. And what goes great with amazing drinks? Flavorful treats like bagels, muffins, donuts, and more. Cadillac Java has 2 convenient locations to serve you at 725 North Mitchell Street and at 6319 East M115 in Cadillac West. Cadillac Java and Java 2. Big town gourmet taste with a small town personal feel.
Welcome back, everyone, to Morley Stanwood High School, where the Mohawks have just put together a 77-yard drive in 8 plays, and they've put the first points up on the board. They lead the Rangers 7-0. Now preparing to kick off. Deep for the Rangers, Nick Dunham and Jacob Hahn. They're standing at about the 10-yard line. And here's the kick. High end over end kick. Comes down and hits right on the sideline. And, of course, that is a penalty against Morley Stanwood for kicking the ball out of bounds.
Hey, good-looking kick, though, from the exchange student. Did travel down and landed on the 20 of the Rangers, but it is a legal procedure. It was out of bounds. The Rangers will take over.
That will put the ball at the 35-yard line, which is where it goes after going out of bounds. The Rangers have it 1st and 10 from their own 35. Second possession of the ball game for the Rangers. They were able to move it into Morley Stanwood territory the first time, but did not result in any points. Delayed handoff to Nick Dunham. He's got some running room out across midfield. Nice pickup by the Rangers on first down, and it's going to give them another first down.
Gain of 16 yards. He had some congestion there at the line. He followed his lead blocker through the hole and was able to break free, Coach. And if it wasn't for that last safety, that could have went to the house.
Good-looking play. A lot of running room that time, and Nick Dunham took advantage. 1st and 10 from the Mohawk 49. And we've got a timeout taken on the field by Morley Stanwood before that play could really get going. Let's keep it here, Jordan. We got 1:21 left to go in the first quarter. Morley Stanwood up 7-0 after they put together a scoring drive here on their second possession of the night. The game started with each team turning the ball over on downs as they were able to move the ball into the opponent's territory. But Morley Stanwood able to score on their second possession, and now we're awaiting to see what the Rangers can do on their second possession.
Yeah, I think the Rangers, if they can come out and keep it consistent with the passes, keep them on point, and if we can get a couple holes like what we just had in that last play for Dunham and Solani to find their way through there, Rangers should be able to move the ball.
Teams breaking out of the huddles, getting back out on the field. Manton ready to go. Ball at the Morley Stanwood 49-yard line, and the Rangers have it 1st and 10. Like we said, 1:21 left to go here in the opening quarter. Kind of a quick moving first quarter. Each team having the ball just twice. Helsel back to pass, looking to his right. Intended for Jacob Hahn, but overthrown. But he was well covered, Jordan, on that one.
Well covered, and he put it in a spot where if his guy wasn't going to catch it, no one was. So at least we didn't have to worry about an interception, and we're going to come back here and give it another try, 2nd and 10.
Rangers right on it again, no huddle. Helsel in the shotgun, spread formation, takes a snap, drops straight back, and short drop off to Nick Dunham. He's got some running room down the right sideline, and looked like he might have been going a little bit further, but boy, Mohawk defender jumped in and cut a big gain into a medium gain.
Yeah, he had a lot of room left in front of him. Good play by the Mohawks there after the gain of 9, and the one guy stopped him in his tracks. If it wasn't for him, we would still be running.
Gain of 9 on the play, 3rd and 1 for the Rangers. Under a minute now left here in the opening quarter. Spread formation, Helsel in shotgun. Takes a snap, hands off to Dunham. Faked the handoff. Helsel kept it, and he was dropped in the backfield, and it's going to be a loss of about 3 on the play.
Morley had 3 guys in the backfield. As soon as they faked the handoff to Dunham and he went through the hole, Lane kept it, and everybody was there to meet him in the backfield.
It was a good fake. He had me faked out on that one.
If only we could have faked them out too.
4th down. Big play here for the Rangers as they go for it. Ball on the Mohawk 43. Helsel back to throw. Looking to his right. It's caught out there by Regneris. Feet taken out from under him, and he was dropped right at the spot, but I think it's just enough for the first down.
As soon as he caught that pass at its highest point, he had both feet off the ground. Defender come in behind him, and as soon as he caught that ball, it was a free fall to the ground.
Nice to have those tall receivers out there. Regneris, who stands about 6'3", went up and grabbed that one. Well, that is the end of the first quarter here in Morley Stanwood. Morley Stanwood leads the Rangers 7-0. Rangers are moving the ball in Mohawk territory. So timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Imagine this, the taste, the smell, the flavor of down-home barbecue at your sauce-covered fingertips. But without all the mess and hassle. Let the Smokehouse excite your taste buds with some of the best barbecue that you can imagine. Try mouth-watering recipes like the pork belly Cuban, the brisket grilled cheese, smoked chicken salad, loaded mac and cheese, and of course, don't forget the Frickles. Check out the Smokehouse at the Truck Stop Food Court at 902 West 13th Street in Cadillac each weekday, Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Or call for availability for the Smokehouse to travel and cater your next event. 231-824-3513. That's 231-824-3513. Welcome
back to Manton Ranger football on 107.1 The Drive. As we start the second quarter, teams changing ends. Now the Rangers will be going from left to right across your radio. Mohawks, of course, from right to left. Morley Stanwood on top as we start the second quarter, 7-0. Rangers have it first down in Mohawk territory with the ball at the 38-yard line. First down. Here we start the second quarter. From the shotgun, Hahn in motion, gets the ball going right to left, trying to get around the left end, sidesteps one defender, and just bulls ahead for about 3 before he's finally brought down. A lot of that was just on his own, Jordan.
Nice job by Hahn finishing that run. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but our little 22 Dunham out there leading the way, and that could have been a run for a loss, but he took the lead guy head on and allowed Hahn to get 2-3 yards.
Hahn had set up in the slot over on the right-hand side, and he went in motion and got the handoff. Helsel going to his left with snap. Option to Dunham. It was a nice pitch to Dunham as the defense closed in on Helsel and was able to pick up positive yardage again. We'll see where they finally mark it after he went out of bounds. Well, I guess not very much. They're going to give him about 1. So it looks like 3rd and 7 facing the Rangers. Ball is right at the 35-yard line of Morley Stanwood.
The last play looked a little more productive than it was. A lot of congestion over there on the far sideline. It's tough to see.
Exactly. Here's a snap. Helsel back to pass. Looking deep over the middle and incomplete over everybody's head. Intended for Regnerus, it looked like. But even at 6'3", he couldn't go up and grab that one.
Yeah, Regnerus ran the 10-yard slant lane through the 20-yard slant. So he was open. They just missed him.
Yeah, he had gotten behind the defense. So 4th down, Rangers going to go for it. Ball at the Morley Stanwood 35. Need about 7 here to pick up the first down. Helsel back to pass. Looking to his left, down the sideline. He's got a receiver just overthrown. Intended for Trevor Solani. He was open. He'd gotten past the defense, just couldn't connect it.
Man, that would have been nice if we could have connected there. That would have been a touchdown. He would have caught the ball at about the 3.
It was just overthrown, just maybe a yard out of his reach. And Morley Stanwood was going to take over at their own 35.
Good-looking ball come out of Lane's hand.
So for the second time tonight, the Rangers turn it over on downs, not able to push it in for points. 7-0. Morley Stanwood on top, 10:41 left to go in the second quarter. 1st and 10, Mohawks. Handoff straight up the middle is Bialik. And he just keeps churning. He's out close to the first down. Looks like about a gain of 10. And I think it probably will be the first down.
Yep, they're moving the change, Coach. That Bialik, he's just tough runner. We had 3-4 guys on him, just keeps moving his legs.
They got the first down by about the length of the football. Ball is at the 45-yard line now, 1st and 10 for the Mohawks. 10:25, clock running here in the second quarter. Mohawks come out this time with 2 wings. Wing comes in motion. Straight handoff up the middle to the lone setback. And pounds in there for about 3 before the Ranger defense stops him altogether.
Good read by Milky on that play. They come running up the middle right there next to him. He, like I said, he was able to be taking the running back down while he's being blocked. And that's good to see out of Milky, seeing how he didn't play last week.
Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd down 6. Ball on the Morley Stanwood 49-yard line. They come out with a full house this time. Under center. Underhill takes a snap. Handoff to Jensen. Jensen's able to get 1 out to midfield.
Renfer, Solani, Milky, everybody right there making sure he didn't get a gain on that play. So no gain. We're going to be 3rd down and 5.
3rd down and 5. Ball straddling the 50-yard line, right on the midfield stripe. 9:12 left to go, second quarter. 3rd down and 5. Big play for the Rangers. I don't know what the Mohawks would go for on 4th down here at midfield. 2 setbacks, wing right, handoff straight up the middle. And again, Mohawk back just keep fighting for every yard they can get. It's short of the first down. They're going to give him, well, we'll see. One official standing about a 3-yard gain, one standing about a 4-yard gain. They're giving them the 4. So it's 4th and 1.
It's taken more than one of our guys on the defensive end to get these guys to the ground. And looks like 4th and short.
Yeah, 4th and 1. They just may go for it. Ball's at the 46-yard line of the Rangers. 4th and 1. Of course, they could try and pull the Rangers offside also. Rangers got to be a little disciplined. In motion, right to left. Underhill kept it himself, trying to churn his way across, and he got the first down, maybe a yard to spare. But quarterback Trevor Underhill just kept it himself, good for the first down.
Yeah, he got that first down on second after the Rangers seemed to have him there initially. And then quarterback, just like his running backs, keep moving his feet and was able to pick up the first down.
The ball is just inside the Ranger 45-yard line, and the Mohawks have it 1st and 10. Under 8 minutes now left in the first half. Morley Stanton comes out. Full house backfield once again. Under center. Underhill takes it. Drops back to pass. Looking over the middle. And overthrown, but we get penalty flags coming in. And the Rangers are going to be called for interference on that one, Jordan, I believe.
I believe that's correct. It's going to be number 2, War, on the defense. He was going towards the ball and collided with the receiver, and they got him for pass interference.
So walking it off from the line of scrimmage will be a 15-yard penalty. That moves the ball down to the 30-yard line of the Rangers, and Morley Stanwood has it 1st down.
Tough break for the Rangers defense there. You know, he was going to play the ball. He did make contact, and that was a good penalty throw.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Again, full house. Underhill, under center, takes a snap. Hands off left tackle. There's a little bit of running room out there. May go all the way. There's number 32 into the end zone for the Mohawks. That's Xavier Raven from 30 yards out. Got around that left end, and there was nobody there, Jordan.
Yeah, there was 2 defenders for the Rangers, but there were 3 lead blockers out there for Morley, and they put helmet to helmet on the defenders and paved the way.
So 30-yard touchdown run by Xavier Raven. Here's the extra point kick. It is up and good. And with 7:19 left to go in the first half, the Mohawks had now jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
As consolidation and mergers keep shuffling bank control from corporate boardroom to faraway corporate boardroom, Forest Area Federal Credit Union hasn't lost sight of why they're in business. You. It's evident in Forest Area's commitment to delivering quality financial services with a personal touch. It shows in their fierce dedication to local causes and missions. Let them show you. Join Forest Area Federal Credit Union with branches in Manton, Kalkaska, Kingsley, and Fife Lake. Learn more at forestarea.com. Insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back to Morley Stanwood High School. The Mohawks have just put together a 65-yard drive and put their second touchdown on the board, leading the Rangers 14-0 with 7:19 left to go in the first half. Mohawks now ready to kick off from their own 40-yard line. And Jacob Hahn and Dunham, again, deep for the Rangers inside the 15. Here's the kick. And a long kick it is. Jacob Hahn takes it inside the 5, and here he comes with a 10, 15, breaks to his left, 20, 25. Got a little bit of running room out there, and finally brought down at about the 25-yard line. Manton will take over first down.
25-yard line, good return considering he caught that ball right on his goal line.
Yeah, he caught that well inside the 5-yard line and made some things happen. So the Rangers have it 1st and 10 from their own 25. Well, it's time to put some points on the board. You don't want to give Morley Stanwood a chance to go up 3 scores here tonight. Spread formation. Milky comes in motion left to right. Snap to Helsel. Hand off to Hahn. off right tackle, breaks it outside to the 35, and finally brought down there after a gain of about 9 based on the spot. So good yards on first down.
Nice individual effort by Hahn. He was running, stiff-arming, getting to the outside, making things happen on his own to give Rangers 9 yards and a 2nd and 1.
Helsel in the shotgun. Jacob Hahn lone setback to his right. Spread formation. Takes it, hands off to Hahn, up through the center. Got a lot of running room. Out to midfield, carrying 3 defenders with him. He's across midfield into Mohawk territory. What an effort from Jacob Hahn. Gain of about 18 on that one, straight up the middle.
Yeah, gain of 9, gain of 18. 2 beautiful plays back-to-back for Hahn. Like I said, individual effort by Hahn is second to none, finishing his runs and getting the Rangers moving.
Ball inside Morley Stanwood territory at the 48. First down. Rangers no huddle, looking to the sideline for the play. Helsel in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Hands off to Hahn once again. Running room up the middle. And he's got about 8 more on that one. Jacob Hahn just putting his head down and saying, stop me.
He's getting a lot of help on the line. I've seen Summers make a nice seal on his play there to open that up for Hahn. And Hahn found it, took advantage of the hole, and picked us up 8 yards.
Ball now on the Mohawk 41-yard line. 5:43 left to go, second quarter. Morley Stanwood 14, Rangers nothing. Helsel takes snap, handoff again to Hahn. It's one of those, we'll run it till you can stop us. And Jacob Hahn is down to the 30-yard line. Gain of about 13 on that one. Ranger first down.
Might sound like a broken record here after the 4th one in a row, but that's a mirror image last 4 plays. He's making it happen, and the chains keep moving. Rangers down near the Morley Stanwood 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
Spread formation once again. Helsel in shotgun. Hahn to his right. Gives it to Hahn once again, right up the middle. This time ran into some solid defenders and one of his blockers, but still picked up 2 or 3 yards. We'll see when they unscramble.
They got us spotted about a 2-yard gain, so we'll have a 2nd and 8 for the Raiders. And they're going to keep Lane and Hahn both together in the backfield. Let's see what's coming in from the sidelines.
And remember, Hahn was the quarterback for most of the season so far. He could also throw. Here's the option. Helsel kept it. He had Hahn as his option going left, but he pulled it in, kept it himself. Really no gain on the play.
Yeah, that was tough there. He could have pitched it out there, but as Hahn kept getting to the outside with the defenders on Helsel so close, that would have been a long pitch.
3rd and about 8 for the Rangers. They are in 4-down territory once again. This is about the spot on the field where they were on their first drive when they had to turn it over on downs. Spread formation. Helsel in the shotgun. Hahn now to his left. Takes a snap. Here comes a reverse. Solani with the ball, running from left to right, trying to get around the right end. Puts his head down, and where they spot it, probably not much of a gain. But he ran a long ways, but just nothing forward.
Yeah, he come all the way from the left side wide out all the way here to our side of the field near the track. Run a long ways for a loss of 1.
So 4th down and 8 for the Rangers. Big play to keep this drive going. Helsel in the shotgun. Spread formation, looking to his right, now back to his left. And he heaves it up there and almost intercepted. Ball fell to the ground, but we have a penalty marker way over on the right-hand side, totally away from where the ball was.
Yeah, and I wasn't even watching over here, so I have no insight on what might have happened. I know we had our guy taking off down the field on a wheel route.
Helsel looked right to start with, then he went back to his left. But the penalty is against the Rangers. Of course, Morley Stanwood will decline. They'll take over on downs.
Well, Coach, another drive we had going quite nicely and fiddled out on us.
Has 3 possessions tonight, and Manton's turned it over on downs every time. Haven't had to punt. They've got the ball into Morley Stanwood territory. but just can't take it the last 20 to 30 yards. So Morley Stanwood has a 1st and 10 on their own 29. Here's a handoff off right tackle, but caught in the backfield that time is Callan Dillry, and actually lost the yard.
Nice push by the Rangers defensive line to force them to a loss of 1. And that's the start that the Rangers need to see if we can't keep Morley from going up 3 scores before halftime.
2:46 left to go in the second quarter. Handoff this time. No running room. Goes handoff straight up the middle. Running back made just a jab step to the left, but nothing there. Rangers closed in on him, lost another couple.
Lytle and Summers in there as soon as the ball was snapped in the backfield. Loss of 2. Good push by the Rangers so far on this drive. It's going to be 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13. They could get the ball back here if they can stop this 3rd down play. Get another shot before halftime. Mohawks break out of the huddle. Underhill under center, takes a snap, drops straight back, looking to his left, but the ball blocked just as it left his hand. I think that was Renfrew maybe that got
That was Renfrew with his hand up. Yep, he was pushing back on his guy, got his hand up, blocked the pass. And that'll be good for the Rangers if it brings up 4th and long.
Just batted that ball away. It's 4th and 13, does stop the clock. We're at 1:57 left to go in the first half, and Rangers should get the ball back here. Regnerus standing back at his own 35, awaiting the punt. 4th and 13, ball at the Mohawk 25-yard line. Here's a snap. It's good. The kick is away. Regnerus to his right, and he's just going to let it bounce, picks it up, and he's just going to get a couple before the Mohawks knock him out of bounds. But penalty flag comes in at the end. Is that going to maybe add some yards to it, Jordan? I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, potentially that could help us out to get a better field position before we start this drive before halftime.
That was actually the first punt of the game tonight by either team. Actually, the call is against the Rangers, a block in the back. And so with 1:44 left to go in the second quarter, Manton's going to start this drive on their own 24-yard line.
Well, we got some work to do. Let's see if we can't put a drive together, a complete drive, like the start of our last one we had.
Helsel in the shotgun. Hahn to his right. Spread formation. Here's a snap. Gives it to Hahn up the center. A little delayed handoff, and Jacob is able to pick up maybe one. Well, where they spotted, we'll say no gain. 2nd down 10.
A delayed handoff, Coach, that didn't have any promise from the get-go. The Mohawks were there.
Spread formation once again. 2nd down, 1:20 left to go, second quarter. Helsel takes it. Little drop pass off to Hahn, left side. Breaks it upfield, got some running room. And another flag comes in, I believe, back at the 25-yard line. Hahn was brought down at about the 32. Have to sort this one out.
It'll be a hold.
And it is a penalty against the Rangers once again.
We're calling that 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So
yeah, it was actually a good-looking play, and Hahn had some positive yardage, but the penalty is going to wipe that one out. So it'll be 2nd down and 20. 1:10 left to go, second quarter. At this point, you also start thinking just no mistake.
Yeah, be smart with the ball.
over.
You turn it over down here, and that could be troublesome before half.
So we're all the way back at the 15-yard line. Helsel rolling to his right. Little drop pass to Hahn, and defender was right there. Dropped him at the 10-yard line. Actually, a loss of about 3 on the pass play.
Yeah,
And-
it appeared they were trying to set up maybe a screen there, Coach.
Yep, screen pass. And loss of about 3 back to the 10-yard line. And we've got a timeout on the field. Let's keep it right here. We just have 51 seconds left to go. And I think the timeout was taken by the Rangers. They just want to regroup here on the 3rd and long. And Morley Stanwood does have some timeouts themselves. They could start using those a little bit and try and make something happen before halftime.
Initially, when they was waving the clock for it to stop, I thought maybe it was going to be a Morley Stanwood timeout, try to get the ball back, with it being, what, we're going to have 3rd and 25, 3rd and 30?
Exactly. Morley Stanwood coming in tonight, 5-2 on the season. They finished second place in their conference. Manton came in 4-3, and they finished in 4th place in the Highland Conference. So here we go. 3rd and long, 51 seconds to go. Helsel back to pass. He's at the 2-yard line. Lets it fly down the right sideline. Jump ball. And, boy, Regnerus and the defender were right there, and they're going to call incomplete. He had a good crack at it. In fact, the defender did too. It was a true jump ball, but nobody brought it down.
Yeah, 20-yard pass, 50-50 ball. They both had their hands on it, and neither one could come up with it. Regnerus had a really good chance of coming down with it, and now the Rangers are back to punt out of their own end zone.
One thing that's nice here, it's nice to see Solani back there in punt formation. He hasn't been there the last 3 games because of that ankle injury. We'll see if it affects his punting here at all. He's in the end zone, and he gets it away. And taken by Morley Stanwood, bobbled, and finally just fell on by Jensen at the 41. But still good field position at the 41-yard line. 36 seconds left to go in the first half. I'm sure with this field position, Jordan, they'd like to make something happen in the last 36 seconds.
Yeah, I would expect them to take some shots here, especially when they have some timeouts. They can still utilize the middle of the field and see if they can get another score on the board. Another thing they have is the field goal kicker. I'm not sure what his distance is, but we just might find out before half.
Good point. Here's the handoff coming left right down in front of us. Running room as he breaks it upfield, finally knocked out of bounds. And that ball carrier, Xavier Raven, who scored from 30 yards out a while ago. And good pickup.
Yeah, another one of those plays where he gets the ball, the second guy off the tee, comes around left side and gets all the way into our secondary.
Gain of 16. Ball is at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. 30 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Underhill takes a snap straight up the middle to Bialik. And very short gain on that one. They're going to give him a gain of 1 on the play.
Bialik met there by Solani and Milky. We have a timeout by Morley to preserve the last 26 seconds of the quarter.
It'll be 2nd down and about 9 as we come back. 26 seconds left to go until halftime. Morley Stanwood on top, 14-0. Kind of strange here, Jordan, in the possessions. We didn't have a punt the entire game until the last 2 possessions. And then each team has punted at once.
Well, the first drives of the game were 4-down territory, so that eliminated the punts. And then, we substituted punts for turnover on downs.
And not a lot of possessions in the ballgame. Morley Stanwood keeps it on the ground for the most part, and that keeps the clock running. Each team has had the ball. Man's had the ball only 4 times here in the entire first half. Here we go. Underhill back to pass. Rolling to his right. Being chased. Comes back now to his left. Still being chased out at the 40-yard line. And kind of heaved it up underhand so he could avoid the sack. And we get a penalty flag in. Good pursuit from the Rangers, chasing Underhill all over the place.
Yeah, Underhill was running one side of the field to the other, being chased by 55. It's going to be Summers. That's going to be an intentional grounding on the Mohawks.
Yeah, it was a good effort by Underhill just to get that thing out of his hand. He threw it underhand. Actually had a little bit of a spiral on it too, but there just wasn't anybody there. So the ball's being marked at the 42-yard line of the Rangers. And it brings up 3rd and very long. 3rd and almost 30. 14 seconds left to go in the first half, so the fact that it's 3rd and long really has little bearing. But it was a big penalty against the Mohawks. So here we go. Rangers trying to avoid any more damage here in the first half. Underhill, under center. Wing right, 2 setbacks. Pitch to Bialik around the right side, looking for some running room. Couple blockers. Now cuts it back to his left. And swarm tackle there from the Rangers after a gain of about 6 on the play.
It appeared there, Coach, that Bialik was going to have a lot of running room there on the right side. Rangers were able to swarm in there with Solani and Renfer and Summers, everybody in there to bring Bialik down, and only allow him to get her maybe 5 or 6 yards on that carry.
The clock has run to 0, but there was a penalty marker. And they've moved the ball to the 35-yard line. There may be one more play yet.
They got the field goal kicker out there.
1 second on the clock. They're going to try a kick here. It would be from the 42-yard line. It'd be a 52-yarder. That would be impressive.
Ball's up to 35.
The ball is at the 35-yard line. They are spotting it as they're lining up for a field goal at about the 42. Regnerus for the Rangers is in the end zone. Here's the kick, low kick, taken by Regnerus in the end zone. He comes out with it. But maybe we can't do that in high school.
Can't do that in high school, no. That's the end of the first half.
So that is the end of the first half here at Morley Stanwood High School. And our halftime score, Morley Stanwood 14 and the Rangers nothing. Stay with us here at halftime. We've got a lot of information coming your way, and we'll give you a recap. We're also going to talk a lot about playoffs and what goes into the MHSAA playoffs and how teams qualify. So stay with us. We'll be back here in 2 minutes.
Knowledge of the business, safety, dependability, and professionalism is what you'll get from Shepler Well Drilling of Manton. Shepler Well Drilling is a proud community supporter and would like to wish the Manton Rangers good luck in this year's sports season.
The Manton Athletic Boosters Club is a proud supporter of the Rangers Athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to all our fall Manton Ranger sports teams. And go Rangers!
Join the Misaki Humane Society and me, Shawn Michaels, on the afternoon drive for the Northwoods Feed and Supply Pet of the Week. Every Wednesday, I'll sit down and talk with the Misaki Humane Society and chat about what kind of furry friends are at the shelter, tips for caring for pets, and anything else that you need to know. Join me for the Northwoods Feed and Supply Pet of the Week every Wednesday at the bottom of the 4 o'clock hour right here on 107.1 The Drive.
Not so long ago, a reliable and speedy home internet connection was a luxury. Today, it's a necessity. If your home lacks solid internet, Millennium Satellite wants to talk to you. Millennium Satellite is your trusted, locally owned source for HughesNet, offering unlimited streaming internet starting at around $65 a month. Right now, Millennium Satellite is offering a back-to-school sale with $50 off your first month's bill and free standard installation. But hurry, this deal won't last long. If your internet connection isn't reliable or you don't have one at all, call Millennium Satellite at 231-903-0334. That's 903-0334. Or learn more at mymsat.com. Millennium Satellite, locally owned, globally connected.
Hi, this is Tom from Millennium Satellite. Give us a call and we'll get you connected.
Wilder Heating and Cooling is a name you've come to trust when it comes to Amana high-efficiency furnaces, air conditioning systems, and heat pumps. They can provide quality service at a quality price with a 10-year labor and parts warranty and service all makes and models. Financing is available. Contact Wilder Heating and Cooling at 231-645-4822 or online at wilderhvac.net. Wilder Heating and Cooling is a proud local community supporter of the Manton Rangers.
Welcome back to Morley Stanwood High School, everyone. This is Rick Swanson along with Jordan Shepler, where our halftime score is Morley Stanwood 14 and the Manton Rangers nothing. We've only had the 2 scores, and the first one from Morley Stanwood came with 1:43 left in the first quarter, after both teams had turned it over on downs on their first possession. But the Mohawks got a 21-yard scoring pass to Jensen from Underhill, and the extra point kick was good, and they led it at the 143 mark, 7-0, and that's how the first quarter ended. In the second quarter, they put another score on the board with 7:19 left to go in the first half on a 30-yard run from Xavier Raven, and the kick was also good, and Mohawks led it 14-0. That 30-yard run was part of a 6-play drive that covered 65 yards. The Mohawks have moved the ball on the ground. That's their main means of attack, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. But let me turn it over to Jordan. He's got some first-half numbers for us.
Yeah, for Morley in the passing game, I have them 2 for 9 for 48 yards and the one score you talked of. Rushing the balls where they're, dominating the game right now in my eyes. 134 yards and a touchdown. One of those coming, like you said, off that 30-yard scamper. For Manton, I've got them 4 for 7 for 62 yards and no score. And rushing the ball, Rangers, I got them on the ground at 70 yards and no scores.
Well, it hasn't really been a mystery here so far, Jordan. We knew that Morley Stan would like to run the ball. They hadn't thrown the ball very much their first 7 ball games. And it's kind of a stop us if you can type approach. They've got a lot of misdirection in the backfield. They'll run out of the full house. They have a very talented running back in Jason Bialik. And their approach to me is they're going to attack, look for holes, stop us if you can, and just try and wear people down.
Yeah, that's what I was going to point out. Just wear the defense down. Keep the misdirection going. That's even gotten us a couple times in the backfield, the misdirection. And, if it's broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. Now, on the Rangers' offensive side of things, they have actually moved the ball a little bit. And as you gave the yardage there a moment ago, they've gotten into Morley Stanwood territory at least 3 times, I remember. But they can't get past that. They can't. Seems like just shy of the red zone. They're in that 20 to 30-yard range for a score, and just haven't been able to take it in those last yards.
Yeah, we get the drive all the way, even if it's 30, 40-yard drive going, and then all of a sudden it just seems to run out of steam for us. And, that leaves us with no choice being in that 4-yard or 4-down territory of going for it. And a couple of times tonight we have turned it over on downs.
Turnovers have not been a problem for either team. We have not had a turnover in the ball game. We've had 4 possessions where the ball's been turned over on downs. We've only had 2 punts the entire first half. And the other 2 possessions were the touchdowns from Morley Stanwood. So the first half went rather quickly, and I mentioned during play there in the first half that with Morley Stanwood running basically a ground game, it does keep the clock running, and each team only had 5 possessions there in the first half. In fact, I should say Morley Stanwood had 5. Manton only had 4 possessions in the first half.
First half was extremely quick in my eyes. We're up here and watching the game, getting into the game, and you turn and look at the clock, and you're running out.
Exactly. Well, our big topic here at halftime tonight, we want to talk about the playoffs a little bit and give you some numbers, talk about how teams make it and what the situation is. And I find it all very interesting. Years ago, it used to be that teams made the playoffs only based on playoff points. But in 2000, the year 2000, that's when the MHSAA came out with the 6 wins, and you're automatically in. But before that time, I was talking with Coach Lazowski, and we had teams that were 6-3. We had a 7-2 team, but did not make the playoffs because we didn't have the playoff points. And we also recall a Kalkaska team years ago that went 8-1 and did not make the playoffs before this automatic qualification of 6 wins. But right now this year, there are 544 schools that sponsor 11-man football. That's down from 555 a year ago. That's a loss of 11. And Jordan, the way I see it, you lose teams by one of 2 ways. One, they either drop the program, or they move from nowadays 11-man football to 8-man football.
Yeah, I remember back when I was in school, Marion always played 11-man football, and now they're in the 8-man club.
Exactly. And this year, 544 schools. You may know there are 8 divisions. 32 teams in each division make the playoffs. That's 256 schools that qualify for the playoffs. But how do we get that 256? Well, the 6 wins or more, and you are automatically qualified for the playoffs. And after week 7, coming into this week, after week 7, there were 115 schools in the state that had 6 or more wins. There were another 83 that were 5-2. Morley Stanwood is one of those. McBain is one of those. Pine River is one of those, all seeking one more win to automatically get in. And then there were another 77, like Manton, that stood at 4-3, that were looking for 2 wins to close out the season to automatically qualify. Now, after the season, the MHSAA will look at how many have automatically qualified of the 256 that are needed. And if it is, it would be short. It's always proven to be short of the 256 needed. So you have to go to some 5-4 teams. And what happens with those teams that are 5-4? That's when the playoff points come into play. And Jordan and I were talking about this before the game tonight. And the playoff points are mainly determined in 2 ways. Number 1, you gain points by every victory you have during the course of the season. But the second one, which is really interesting, is you gain bonus points for every win that an opponent has that you defeated. And that's where Manton comes up a little bit short. Manton beat Johannesburg-Lewiston to start the season. Joburg has not lost another game all season. They won their conference. They're 6-1 going into tonight. So Manton picked up great bonus points from Joburg. But you look at the other 3 wins, White Cloud hasn't won any. Beale City has won 1. Everett has won 1. So mathematically, it's pretty well known already that Manton would have to win these last 2 to get the automatic qualification. 5-4 is just not going to make it for the Rangers this year. And then once they add that number, let's say there were 240 that had 6 wins or more. You need 16 more at 5-4. Once you have the 256 teams, then they are evenly distributed through the 8 divisions based on school size. So you actually find some schools that will change divisions from where they went through the regular season to the playoffs.
Yeah, I think right now, Pewamo, Westphalia, that Lake City lost to last year, and then Lake City are in different divisions. And I'm not sure if that's how it sized up last year or not, or if they were in the same division. But as of right now, they're in different divisions, but they might be able to be in the same division once it's all decided.
Exactly, and that happened with Lake City last year. Lake City went through the whole season in Division 6, just like they are this year. But once this 8 divisions were distributed, Lake City found themselves in the playoffs in Division 7. And that was an advantage to Lake City because they were one of the smaller schools in Division 6, but by dropping to Division 7 for the playoffs, they're actually one of the larger schools. And that happened to Pine River a couple years ago where they switched divisions. So just because a team is in a certain division right now doesn't mean that they would be in that division for the playoffs.
They have a selection Sunday just like everybody else. Even in pro sports or college sports, there's a selection Sunday where all the schools that get together and they decide, what division you're in, who your opponent's going to be. And then I think prior to selection, they know that Lake City might have a chance to host a couple games like they did last year. So that's exciting for the kids.
It is. In fact, I taped that show last year. I was so interested to see all the matchups. I went back and looked at it over and over and over again in the different divisions to just see who was playing who. And that Selection Sunday is October 21st. It's going to be broadcast on Fox Sports Detroit. And that's when they will lay out all the playoff matchups. They'll say what 5-4 teams did make the final playoffs. So it's an interesting format. It does give teams something to shoot for. The only thing I've always wondered about, Jordan, are there some schools out there that in non-conference games try to schedule lesser talented schools to try and get toward those 6 wins? I don't know if that happens very much or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the scheduling goes as far as high school. Could be a double-edged sword. You schedule those games where, you think you might win, but then do you schedule them games where you lose to a tough school, but then they go on to beat everybody and you get your bonus points?
Right. Yep, you have to look at that, and I hope we clarified a little bit of it for you. That's not all of it. You can find the entire layout at the MHSAA website, and you can actually break it down and see every single school in the state, and you can see what playoff points they've accumulated, what their average is. Right now, Manton has an average of 37 in the playoff point calculations, and that's kind of a mediocre total. Like we said, Manton just isn't picking up those bonus points from the teams that they've defeated, as those teams have not won very many games themselves.
Yeah, Manton's going through the year beating the teams that you're supposed to beat, but that really doesn't help you if you're not going to get to that 6-win threshold as far as being that 5-4 team that makes it.
And the other thing that I'm sure everyone has noticed about the Rangers too, Rangers have struggled a little bit on the road. 4-0 at home this year, but in the road games we're yet to win. The Rangers have yet to find the winning combination on the road. So we're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to come back and we'll talk about the history of Manton playoff. We'll look at the years where they did make the playoffs. How many times do you think they have? And has Manton never won any playoff games? We will share that info with you when we get back. We'll be back to Morley Stanwood High School in 60 seconds.
Are you in the mood for amazing food at a reasonable price? Well, look no further than the 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. It all kicks off on Tuesday with wings for just 50 cents traditional and 65 cent boneless. Wednesday is burger baskets for $4.99, and Thursday is dollar taco night. Friday and Saturday is steak night and starts at just $9.99. Returning this fall to 308 on Saturday nights is comedy night with no cover, so enjoy the laughs on us. Sundays get 2 of our signature wood fire pizzas for just $18, dine-in only. Good drinks, good food, and good times at the local 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. The local 308 is a proud supporter of the Manton Rangers and major supporter of Local First.
When you need an assisted living center you can trust to treat the person you cherish most like family, trust Maple Ridge Living Center. Maple Ridge Living Center is a 26-bed assisted care facility on M55 just east of Lake City, offering 24-hour care to meet the daily needs of their residents and give their families peace of mind. With a second 20-bed location coming in the spring of 2019 on Mackinac Trail in Cadillac. Call for a tour, 231-839-1011. That's 839-1011. Maple Ridge Living Center, just east of Lake City.
Welcome back, everyone. You are listening to 107.1 WCKC Cadillac. This is Rick Swanson along with Jordan Scheffler. We are at Morley Stanwood High School tonight in Week 8 of the Michigan High School football season for 2018. And our halftime score, Morley Stanwood 14, the Manton Rangers nothing. Teams are back out on the field warming up. Well, while they are doing that, let's talk about the playoff history of the Manton Rangers. The Manton Rangers have made the playoffs 4 different times. The first time was in 1988, and then 1993, 1994, and 2014. Go over results of what happened in those particular years. In 1988, Manton played Beal City opening game and dropped one to Beal City 35-0 in their first playoff appearance ever. In 1993, Jordan, the Rangers got their first win. As they qualified for the playoffs, they went downstate and they defeated Kingston by a score of 27-12, and then lost to McBain 14-6 in the second round. And that was the year that McBain went all the way to the state finals, state championship game, and lost 7-0 to Mendon. Okay. And the Rangers played them tough, 14-6, with McBain ended up in the state finals. They again qualified the next year in 1994, defeating Bark River Harris 33-6. Rangers had to go up to the UP at a neutral site to play that one. And then in the second round, lost to Glen Lake 17-8. After they had beaten Glen Lake 2 weeks before that for a conference championship. Both those games were in Manton. I was on the PA for both those games, and that was a tough loss to Glen Lake in 1994 in the playoffs. And then 4 years ago was the last playoff appearance in 2014. The Rangers lost in the first round to Michigan Lutheran Seminary over in Saginaw by a score of 27-14.
In 93 and 94, can you give our listeners a little insight on maybe who was on the Rangers team those years? Because that's the only time Rangers had made the playoffs and gotten past the first round.
We had a pretty talented group of athletes in those years. We had a couple of track regional championships. There were some conference championships in different sports. In fact, 94, I think it was, where we won the regional championship in boys track and baseball. Both spring sports were regional champions. Just a lot of good athletes in school at that time. Of course, you know, Jeff Puffer, and he was our strong middle linebacker. Ended up being head coach for a short time in Manton. But just a nice, rounded group of athletes back in 93, 94, where they qualified back-to-back years.
You know, you got a good group of athletes when you can make a statement in two sports that run in the same season.
Exactly. Well, we're just a minute away here from the second half. Jordan, what would you say we need to see from the Rangers here in the second half?
I've got 4 things written on my page, Coach, that I thought about this halftime. Is number 1, Rangers need to finish the drive. Our offense is working. We're moving the ball at times, and we're just stalling out where we can't have drive stalling out right near the red zone where it counts. I want to see the Rangers come out in this second half and draw first blood. And then 2 of the last things I have written down here is make sure our defense, see if we can stop some of the chunk plays. And then I'd like to see our defense get off the field. You know, if we're having 3rd down or 4th down, let's try to make sure we're not setting them up in 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. With the Russian team like Morley Stanwood, those 3rd and 1, 4th and 1s are just another day.
Exactly. Well, the Rangers do get the ball to start the ball game in the second half. And like you said, it'd be great to see them put something together here on this opening drive and pull within a score. As we start the second half again, Morley Stanwood on top of the Manton Rangers, 14-0. The Mohawks would qualify with an automatic berth with a win tonight. That would be their 6th win. And the Rangers need to win tonight to keep alive the hopes of getting to 6 next week. Here's the kick, end over end. Taken at about the 5-yard line. Jacob Hahn out to the 20 and stopped right there. The Rangers will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line to start the second half.
Another deep kick taken by the Rangers inside their own 5-yard line on the kickoff. And here we go, 1st and 10, first drive of the second half. Like I mentioned, we got to get out and finish the drive and draw first blood, and this is our chance to do it.
Rangers come out in a spread formation, which we've seen all night long, and actually most of the season as far as that goes. In the shotgun, Helsel takes a snap, and quick opener gave it to Jacob Hahn looking for some running room. Nick Dunham, the carrier, and he picked up a couple right up through the center of the line.
Yeah, I was confused just like you was, Coach. I thought we was coming out and doing what we did at the end of the first half, giving it to Hahn there on that up the gut play, and turns out it was 22 Dunham with good push from the offensive line.
Now Hahn is in the backfield. He takes a handoff this time, also right up the center line. He's got some running room out to the 35-yard line, and that's going to be good for the first down.
Nice push by the offensive line. We got Renfer in there, Summers in there, and those are the guys we're running off of on the right side, and they're making movement and allowing Hahn to get through there.
Gain of 13 on the play, 1st and 10 Rangers. Snap to Helsel, handoff again right up the middle to Jacob Hahn. This time stopped after a short gain, but picked up a couple. Rangers will have a 2nd and 8.
Hahn, even when the hole's not there, he's getting 1 to 2.
He's tough to bring down. He is a tough one to bring down. Just nicely underway here in the second half at Morley Stanwood, 14-0. The Mohawks on top of the Rangers, 2nd and 8. Milky goes in motion, right to left. Helsel with the snap. Quick pass out to the left flat. At the feet of Trevor Solani, incomplete. Just Trevor really didn't have a chance to bring that one in. Helsel threw it out a little bit low.
Wide receiver screen pass going out far side of the field away from us. And the snap was taken by Helsel, winged out there. And it was low and at his feet. He had some room to go, just couldn't get the ball out there.
Here in the third quarter, Rangers moving from left to right across your radio. Helsel takes a snap, fakes the handoff, looks over the middle. Milky's there. He brings it in. Nice catch from Caleb Milky inside the 45-yard line of the Mohawks. And we're going to move the chains again.
Nice to be able to have Milky run over the middle, coach, and be able to get over top of that secondary with that height advantage. Defense was right there, and he was able to hold on and bring it to the ground.
20-yard gain. Didn't have Caleb Milky last week because of injury. Handoff to Jacob Hahn. Came off right tackle inside the 40-yard line to about the 37 before he's brought down this time.
Morley did a good job that time stringing it out and making sure he didn't get more yards. I thought there might be a little bit more room there, but brings up a second and manageable for the Rangers, and here we go.
Gain of 6, second down 4. Ball at the Mohawk 37-yard line. This drive started at the Rangers' own 20. So they're already 40-plus yards on this drive. Solani goes in motion. Helsel fakes the handoff, keeps it himself right up the middle, and carries defenders with him, and he's able to actually get positive yardage. He was stopped at about the line, Jordan, to start with.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I didn't even expect the ref to move the ball or spot it anywhere other than where it was just spotted the previous play. And taking a little piece out of the Morley Stanwood booking, keeping the feet moving and moving forward.
Exactly. 3rd and 2. Helsel takes a snap, hand off to Hahn. Hahn's got first down yardage down to about the 32-yard line, and the Rangers will move the chains again after a gain of about 4.
Yeah, as I say, gain of 4 or 5 there, enough to give us the first down. Back to Hahn with the individual effort, being able to pump his feet and get through the line, picking up the first down.
Spread formation. Milky goes in motion from right to left. Helsel takes a snap. Screen out the left-hand side. Pass is completed. Solani's got it, trying to make some yardage on his own, which he's able to do. And good positive yardage on first down. As soon as they spot it, looks like maybe a gain of 6 or 7 on the play.
Nice to see the Rangers come back and get the confidence back in. That play is the one that we monkeyed up earlier.
Second down 4. Hahn again takes the handoff down to about the 20-yard line, and that's going to be another first down for the Rangers.
What was the halftime talk?
Yeah, they've come out. Gain of about 8, 1st and 10, inside the 20, and we get some movement this time along the line. And they're going to say the Rangers move to pull the Mohawks offside, so it'll cost Manton 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15.
All right, Coach, here we are again, 25-yard line, getting close to the red zone. We were just in the red zone on the 20, and penalty comes in. Let's see if the Rangers can keep it from stalling out.
10-play drive so far to open up the second half. 8:13 left to go, third quarter. Now the Rangers are the ones keeping the clock running. Helsel takes it, fakes a handoff, keeps it himself off the left side, and gets about the 5 back that they lost on the penalty.
Yeah, Helsel ended up, the ball was out. Refs are marking him down by contact. Another break for the Rangers. Morley come up with the ball.
Actually
handed it to the ref.
Yep, actually got about 7 positive yards, second down and 8. Handoff up the middle, Jacob Hahn down near the 15 before the Mohawks are able to stop him. Gain of 4 on the play.
Here we are coming into our third down after being behind the chains on our first play of the drive.
Rangers going no huddle up tempo, but it even seems like they're going a little bit quicker. Maybe to try and get that defense back on their heels a little bit. Spread formation, 3rd and 5 for the Rangers. Ball at the Mohawk 15-yard line. Rangers threatening to put some points on the board. Helsel back to pass, looks right. And pass hits the ground incomplete, but a penalty flag came in. Flag was flying even before the ball was out there toward the receiver. We'll see what the call is. That was on 3rd and 5. We're looking to the referee. It is against the Rangers. That's going to move it back. So the ball is now moved back to the 20-yard line. and back to about the original line of scrimmage.
Yep, we're going to be 3rd and 10. Rangers on that pass play. One of our linemen was too far downfield, and that's what we got penalized for.
So spread formation. Helsa back to pass, looks over the middle, and picked off. Picked off at about the 8-yard line by the Mohawks and returned out over the 20-yard line. And that's the first turnover of the ball game by either team. And that one hurts again. Rangers deep in the Mohawk territory, can't come away with anything.
Yeah, penalties. No penalties, no turnovers. Get down inside Morley Stanwood's end of the field, and everything starts coming out of the woodwork.
So the ball is at the 21-yard line. Morley Stanwood getting their first possession of the second half. 6:39 left to go, third quarter. Underhill's handoff off the right side, and looks like a gain of about 5 before the Rangers bring down, trying to see a number there, 32 it looks like. Xavier Raven, the ball carrier.
So we have some of our guys playing both ways, having to come off the long drive on the offensive end, come back out and play defense after not being able to utilize on the offensive end is going to be tough.
2nd down 5. Mohawks. Underhill takes a snap. Bialik coming off left tackle. He's got some running room down the left sideline. Avoids a tackler and then wrestled to the ground across midfield at the Ranger 46-yard line. There is a penalty flag at the end of the play. 27-yard pickup on the run. I think we're going to have some yardage added to that, Jordan.
Yeah, Bialik coming off the left side, breaking one tackle, getting to about the 47-yard line. That's where the face mask took place, and they're going to add more on.
So what a big play here. The 27-yard gain plus the penalty, and the Mohawks are now in Ranger territory at the 31-yard line. 5:54 left to go in the third quarter. 14-0. Morley Stanwood on top. And as we said, threatening to add to that. Time for the Ranger defense to step up. Full house backfield. Underhill under center, takes a snap, hands off, and trying to make his way off left tackle is number 6, Tucker Cook. But Ranger defense is there that time.
Yeah, no gain. Stretched that play out and was able to get our defenders up there, meet him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 2nd and long.
2nd down 10, ball at the 30-yard line. First possession of the second half for Morley Stanwood. This drive started at their own 21. 3 plays, and they're at the Ranger 30. Here's a pitch to Bialik, trying to get it on right side. He's got some room out there. He makes the turn and got close to 10, but a penalty flag also comes flying in, and it's going to wipe it out. Looks like holding against the Mohawks.
That's exactly what it was. He was only able to get that edge because of a hold. They were holding on the right side out there, and that's a big break for the Rangers, be able to erase that play.
So they march it back to the 38-yard line. That's the Ranger 38-yard line. And it will be 2nd down and about 18 for Morley Stanwood. Clock running, 4:52 left to go, third quarter. The Mohawks on top of the Rangers, 14-0.
See if the Rangers defense can come out and make a couple stops here on 2nd and 2nd down and 3rd down.
Full house backfield. Underhill under center, takes a snap, hands off to Jensen. Jensen's able to pick up about 4 down to the 35-yard line before the Ranger defense steps in.
That Morley backfield is extremely busy. We got 3 running backs in the backfield, quarterbacks under center. 2 of the running backs and the quarterback both come towards us, but they're handing it off to the guy going in the opposite direction.
Little counter play. 3rd down and 15. Again, ball at the 35-yard line, probably 4-down territory for the Mohawks, but big third down play for the Ranger defense. Wing left this time, 2 setbacks. Underhill's handoff to Bialik, straight up the middle, and he's able to pick up about 3 positive yards, and it'll leave Morley Stanwood with a 4th and about 12.
Summers and Solani right there on the tackle, leaving them a little bit behind the original line of scrimmage for 4th and 11. Gonna be a big 4th down play coming for the Rangers defense.
So from Morley Stanwood's standpoint, you can certainly go for it. The other option is to try and pin them deep with a punt. But at this spot on the field, you've got some options. Actually have a person in punt formation. We'll see what happens here on 4th and 12. Here's a snap. Snap is good. And the kick is up, intending for a short kick. It hits at the 20 and just took a sideward bounce, stays about there. Morley Stanwood comes up and touches it. Ball down at the 21-yard line where Manton will take over. 1st down. So Ranger defense able to stop Morley Stanwood. They get another crack at it. And this is just where they started the last drive. They were able to move it on their first possession of the half and need to do the same thing. From their own 21, 1st and 10. Rangers, spread formation. Helsel in the shotgun. Hands off to Hahn up the middle. Sidesteps one defender. Sidesteps another. He's got some running room on the right sideline. Out over the 30-yard line. Good positive yardage on 1st down. We'll leave 2nd and short.
I've been really impressed with Hahn running the ball tonight. A lot of individual effort, getting a lot of help from the offensive line, but when he's out there by himself, he's breaking tackles, he's finishing the run, picking up 9 yards.
2nd down and 1. Helsel shotgun. Hahn once again straight up the middle, and he gets about 3, which is good for the 1st down.
Hahn following Poindexter right there for a couple of yards. That's all the Rangers needed to be able to pick the 1st down. And we're almost out to the 35-yard line, our 35-yard line.
Yep, yards gained on that one. Couple to spare. 1st and 10 Rangers on their own 38-yard line. 2:11 left to go, 3rd quarter. Handoff straight up the middle. Jacob Hahn again. And before the tackle is even completed, we've got a penalty flag coming in. Looks like a holding call against the Rangers.
Yeah, preliminary call. Looking like it's going to be a holding. And let's see where that puts us.
At the end of that play, also, Jake Renford came up, hobbled a little bit, but he's limping back to the huddle. He'll be staying in as far as looks. So that makes it 1st and 15 for the Rangers.
Brings us back to the 27-yard line.
Spread formation once again. 2 receivers wide left, 1 wide to the right. Fake handoff. Helsel looking to his left, and he's brought down trying to avoid a tackler. Could not do it entirely and dropped for a loss on the play back at the 20.
Coach, if he could have broke that tackle in the backfield, we had 3 wide receivers deep down on the left side of the field, and I only was able to count 2 defenders.
Loss of 8 on the play. Be 2nd down and about 23. Here's Hahn again, handoff, side steps, cuts to the sideline. He's got some running room. He's out near midfield, cuts back inside, and they're going to call him stepping out of bounds. But what a big gain across midfield and brought down at the 47-yard line of the Mohawks.
Man, just when you think things were going to be 3rd and long, 4th and long looking punt situation, Hahn comes back out, individual effort around the right side, gets us into Mohawk territory.
Here's Hahn again, the ball carrier, and penalty flag comes in, center of the line. Hahn still running, and he picked up probably 5 yards, but I don't think the play is going to stand. I'm still trying to figure the yardage on that last play too, Jordan, but
I was looking at your
Jacob
sheet
picked
trying
up.
to see if you had it yet. Rangers moving so fast in their no-huddle offense.
Well, I'm going to give him 28. That's what it looks like to me. He broke it to the outside and they had some learning room. But now this last play negated with the penalty. Marched back into Ranger territory at the 44-yard line. And still first down, but first and about 17 or 18. 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. Clock running fast here. 14-0, Morley Stanwood on top. Helsel takes snap, handoff Jacob Hahn. Got some running room. He's got some running room down the sideline. He might go all the way. The 20, 15, 10, 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers, and I don't see a flag. Is there one?
We got a flag.
There is one on the sideline over here. Oh, my goodness.
Well, while we sort this out, another flag.
Now we get another one. That last one might have been a frustration penalty against the Rangers.
Ref kind of looked frustrated when he threw it.
That was from 55 yards out. Jacob Hahn took it from 55 yards into the end zone. But we've got a penalty marker here on the near sideline, actually about 5 yards out of bounds. Officials stand at the 25-yard line discussing it. We've got a little huddle out there.
Hahn was able to get right in behind Summers and Renfer. There was a huge hole for him to get out, and then it was daylight from there.
Still sorting it out. Now talking to the Mohawk coach, which, of course, would lead you to believe it's against the Rangers.
It's going to be a dead ball.
We're trying to sort it out here with the officials. Penalties.
2 dead ball fouls, unsportsmanlike taunting on the Rangers. That's going to be after the touchdown.
So the touchdown is going to count from 55 yards out. Jacob Hahn into the end zone.
Those penalties will be assessed on the kickoff.
And now the Rangers will be lining up for the...
What do we call that, Coach? 55?
55. That was from their own 45-yard line. 55-yard run from Jacob Hahn, just broke away from everyone. Officials still doing some talking out there as the Rangers are lining up for the extra point kick. We'll get this thing underway here in a moment.
Was a lot to happen there in that little short time.
Here we go. For the extra point, Lucas McKernan. Kick is up. Penalty marker. Kick is up. Penalty marker down. Looked like the kick was good, but
it looked to me like offsides on the defense, which should make it stand.
So it's good. The kick is good following the penalty against Morley Stanwood. So that pulls the Rangers within a score at 14-7. One of the things, Jordan, you said we needed to do here in the second half.
So what that did, Coach, is...
Well, now the Rangers just may go for 2. No. Lining up for the extra point again. Here's a snap. Snap's good. Kick up. That one looks a little wide. That one no good. I'm not sure why penalty against Morley Stanwood it seemed like. But yeah, we had to kick again.
Yeah, I'm not real sure on that. I know that I thought the original call was offsides on Morley, which was going to be assessed on the kickoff is the way he called it. And then they made us come out and retry the extra point.
So the kick is no good after all of that. And
so 14-6.
It is 14-6. The Rangers have pulled within a score, still within a score. And we'll say here, we've had some confusion here, Jordan. We got to sort this thing out.
So we've got those 2 penalties on the Rangers that are going to be assessed on the kickoff. So I look to have the Rangers kicking off from way inside their own territory. Refs walking down the... Yeah, looks like we're going to kick off between about the 12-yard line.
So again, Jacob Hahn took it 55 yards for the first score of the game for the Rangers. The first extra point kick was good, but following the penalty, he had to re-kick, and the kick was no good. Left the score at 14-6. Morley Stanwood on top. Now, assessing the penalty on the kickoff, the ball is back at the 13-yard line, where the Rangers will be kicking, probably resulting in pretty good Morley Stanwood field position. Deep returners back at the 45. Here's the kick on the ground. Morley Stanwood picks it up right at midfield. 40, 35, 30. That's Bialik down inside the 25-yard line, but now we have another penalty flag on the field.
I don't know if I call that on the field, Coach. That's the second penalty I've seen. Penalty, 5 yards.
5 yards out of bounds. Exactly.
Behind the coaching staff.
It is a penalty marker against Morley Stanwood, but it is a warning. They're saying they were too close to the sideline. Players standing too close to the sideline. So Morley Stanwood is going to be having great field position, as we guessed, from that deep kicking position that the Rangers had. And the ball is at the Ranger 22-yard line.
Well,
so time for that defense to step up strong here, Jordan.
Yes, we absolutely need it because we're 35 seconds from the fourth quarter.
Underhill's handoff off the right tackle is good for about 3 yards for the Mohawks. And that might just close out the third quarter. We'll see how quickly they want to put the ball in play. Second down, 7. Morley Stanwood, as we are working toward the close of the third quarter. 14-6. Morley Stanwood on top. They break out of the huddle. Underhill under center, takes a snap. And handoff coming to the left. And stop for no gain on the play. In fact, the loss back at the 20-yard line.
Slowed down by Summers at the line. Allowed Slonny to come in and clean it up for no gain.
And that is the end of the third quarter. Our third quarter score here in Morley Stanwood. The Mohawks 14, the Manton Rangers 6. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back here in 30 seconds.
Bostic's Drugstore in Manton is your locally owned pharmacy. You can count on Mike and his professional staff to take care of all of your prescription needs with a personal hometown touch. You'll get a comprehensive medication review every time you pick up a prescription. Bostic's Drugstore accepts most insurances and administers flu and shingle shots with a prescription. They're also your home for Manton Rangers and locally made Michigan apparel, plus cards, gifts, and toys. Stop into your friendly hometown pharmacy, Bostic's Drugstore on Main Street in Manton. Call 231-824-6465.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Morley Stanwood High School, where the Rangers are coming out on defense deep in their own territory to start the fourth quarter. It's going to be a 3rd down and 8 for Morley Stanwood.
Rick Swanson with Jordan Shepler at Morley Stanwood High School. 14-6. Morley Stanwood on top as we start the fourth quarter. Morley has it 3rd and about 7. Big defensive stand here deep in Ranger territory for the Rangers. Here's the handoff. Number 22, Jensen, the ball carrier, and tripped up after a short gain, maybe a yard or so, depending on where they mark it. They do give him a yard. And big 4th down play. 4th and a long 6 for Morley Stanwood.
I believe they're bringing in the field goal kicker.
Spotting the ball at the 25-yard line. This will be a 35-yard attempt.
This is kind of cool to see in high school football, isn't it, Coach?
It is. It is. Snap is good. Kick is up. And, boy, this guy can boot it. It's good. The exchange student from Spain puts one through from 35 yards away, and that's a big score for Morley Stanwood.
I'm willing to bet that guy plays soccer at home.
Boy, that was end over end, straight as could be, split the uprights.
If he would have kicked that ball at the end of the first half, he would have had a 52-yard field goal.
With 11:18 left to go in the ball game, the Mohawks get a field goal of 35 yards, and they now increase their lead to 17-6, and will kick off to the Rangers. 11:18 left to go, fourth quarter. And that's a big one. It increases that Mohawk lead again to 2 scores. Rangers lining up to take the kickoff. And deep are Jacob Hahn and Nick Dunham. They are back inside the 15-yard line. And, of course, a good spot to be because this guy can boot them. Exchange student from Spain doing the kicking for Morley Stanwood.
I talked to one of the guys prior to the game to get pronunciation of the exchange student from Spain. They call him Al Orjos, but his first name is Alvaro.
And here's the kick from the 40. And actually got under that one. We got a flag, probably an offside against Morley Stanwood. But that kick just didn't go anywhere.
Legal motion on the kickoff, 5-yard
It is a 5-yard penalty against Morley. Offside will move the ball back to the 35-yard line and try it again. Boy, after to see those good kicks, that one kind of surprised me.
I wondered if it was trying to come this way with it and just get it high enough in the air where his guys can get underneath it, or if it was a mishap.
Exactly. It looked like more like an onside kick than an actual kick. But now the exchange student is off on the sideline. He's not kicking this one. But from the 35 now. Again, just a short kick, hits at the 37-yard line, picked up by Jacob Hahn, trying to make his way around the right side, finds a little running room, and out over the 40-yard line. So not bad field position for the Rangers with 11:10 left to go in the ballgame.
I'd like to see the Rangers come out and just like they did last drive, being disciplined on the offensive end, and being able to put a full drive together and come away with some points.
They spotted at the 40-yard line. The Rangers own 40, and they have it first down. From the shotgun is Helsel, but there's a timeout taken on the field. Is that Morley Stanwood taking a timeout? The Mohawks do take a timeout. So we will take a quick timeout. We'll be back here, Morley Stanwood, in 30 seconds.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of Manton High School. CTC is the place to be.
Welcome back, everyone, to Morley Stanwood High School. Rick Swanson along with Jordan Shepler. We are in the fourth quarter with the Mohawks leading the Rangers 17-6. Rangers ready to put it in play. First and 10, handoff to Hahn. Jacob Hahn takes a cut off right tackle and out to about the 44-yard line, a gain of 4 on the play.
Rangers going to keep feeding Hahn. He's been the spark of the offense today. And not running quarterback, but he's getting the ball as a running back, and he's making things happen.
From the shotgun, Helsel takes a snap. Hands off again, Jacob Hahn. Finds a little running room off the right side again.
Still
carrying
going.
Some defenders close to the first down. Probably about a yard short by the time they mark it. But again, Jordan, just that fierce determination on Hahn's part.
Yeah, he's fun to watch. I like to see him get the ball, and even if there's no space, he finds space or he takes people with him.
Gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 1. The ball is almost at the midfield stripe. Helsel in the shotgun. Spread formation. Hahn to his left. Here's a snap. Hands off Jacob Hahn. Makes a quick cut up through the center of the line. He's got yardage to spare. It'll be a Ranger first down with the ball at the Mohawk 46-yard line.
Another gain of 5 yards for Hahn. He was met after about 3 yards, lowered his shoulder with a battle of who could get lower, and Hahn won. Puts us at the just shy of the 45. 1st and 10.
Jordan, you have a score update.
I do. Just got a text message come in. Lake City, in the Battle of the Undefeateds, is up over Kent City 14-7.
Here's a quick pass off left side. Lane Helsel to Nick Dunham, trying to get the ball quickly to the left side, but Mohawk defense really stepped up on that one, lost a 3.
Yeah, the swing pass to the running back there was smelled out by the defense, and we lost a couple.
Pass was completed from Helsel to Dunham, but just nowhere to go once he got it. Spread formation, shotgun. Helsel takes it, hands off to Hahn. Going to his right, slips, and kind of went down there. Never could get any traction on that turn. He went to make the cut, and his feet went out from under him.
Yeah, he was taken off to the right side. He was over there behind Pant, and he seen a little bit of daylight, tried to get upfield, slipped out, and he was touched down right there, just past the midfield mark.
3rd and 13. Ball at the Mohawk 49, 8:45 left in the game. 17-6. Morley Stanwood on top. Helsel back to pass, looking deep. Intended for Regnerus out there, but overthrown, incomplete. We'll bring up 4th and 13.
That was a little miscommunication, I think, between Helsel and Regnerus. Helsel rolled out to his right. Regnerus seemed to have stopped running as like kind of a post pattern, or a curl pattern, and Lane threw it over his head.
4th and 13. Rangers going for it. Ball just over the midfield stripe. They do need 2 scorers. Snap, handoff to Hahn, looking for running room. Down to the 45, 43, but that's going to be short of the first down. Give him a gain of about 5 on the play, but it's going to turn the ball over. Morley Stanwood will take over on downs with 8:28 left to go in the game.
Yeah, I thought maybe the Rangers would put the ball in the air, give it another chance to pick the first down up. But they're riding Hahn. He did have, he's had a 13 and an 18 and a 55-yard run. So maybe that was the thought behind that, and see if we couldn't catch him off guard and pick the first down.
Exactly. But they do turn the ball over on downs. Morley Stanwood has a 1st and 10 on their own 43-yard line, leading 17-6 over the Rangers. Full house backfield. Underhill under center, takes a snap. Hands off, second man through is Bialik, and he's got running room down the right side. He's going to take it all the way. 10-5 into the end zone is Jason Bialik from 57 yards away. And boy, once he hit the open territory, that was it.
Yeah, exactly what you said. As soon as he come around that corner and he got into that second level, there was no catching Bialik. And it's plays like that, Coach, that give him the stats that he's got on the year. He's averaging over 7 yards a carry.
Exactly. Now the lineup for the extra point. Snap. Kick is up. And kick is good. And that increases the Morley Stanwood lead over the Rangers to 24-6. Timeout on the field. We'll take timeout back here in 30 seconds.
Looking to buy a home or sell yours? Need to upgrade or downsize? Go with experience. Go with Garno. Jamie Fellows Garno of City to Shore Real Estate is your full-time real estate professional with 15 years of experience helping people make their homeownership dreams come true in the greater Cadillac area. Homes are needed now to meet the demand. Want to know what your home is worth in today's real estate market? Talk to Jamie Fellows Garno, serving Wexford, Missaukee, Osceola, and Grand Traverse counties from the new City to Shore branch office in Manton at 113 Main Street.
Welcome back, everyone, to Morley Stanwood High School. Rick Swanson along with Jordan Shepler. The Mohawks have just had a one-play drive of 57 yards, 57-yard touchdown run from Jason Bialik. And the Mohawks go up on top 24-6 with 8:19 left to go in the ballgame. Here is the kick. Hits at the 9-yard line and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rangers will take over first down.
It's amazing in high school what happens when you have someone who can kick the football just the field position advantage, and then being able to come out and make it, 14-6, being a one-score game, kicking a 35-yard field goal and putting it away as a two-score game.
Yep. So from the 20-yard line, Rangers have it 1st and 10. Helsel in the shotgun. Hahn to his left, lone setback, gets the handoff off right tackle, cuts it back to his left. Tried to spring it some more out to the left sideline, but stopped by the Mohawk defense. Picked up about 6 on the play before he was stopped.
Hahn initially started running to his right, come back this way, trying to make things happen for the Rangers with just under 8 to go in the fourth quarter. The Rangers are trailing 24-6. Got to do all we can.
Here in the fourth quarter, Rangers moving right to left. Cross your radio. Helsel with the snap. Back to pass. Looks over the middle. And he's got Milky. And the defense knocked the ball free. Caleb had it in his hands for a second. And good defensive play makes it incomplete.
Well thrown ball, well run route. Just couldn't bring the ball in. And a lot of that, he was in his hands. A lot of that had to do with the immediate contact by the defense.
3rd down and 3. Handoff to Hahn. And Hahn's out over the 30-yard line. Good for a Ranger first down. We'll give him a gain of 5 on the play.
Good push that time by Renfrew and the guys up front, being able to get enough for the Rangers to be able to reset the chains and move forward. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from their own 32. And we got a whistle and penalty flag before the snap. Penalties against the Rangers. And it's going to cost them 5 yards. It'll still be first down 15. 7:26 left to go in the ball game. Clock running. Spread formation. Helsel in the shotgun. Snap. Hand off to Hahn. Again, going right side. Makes a cut to the outside. And then cuts it up. Able to get back some of that penalty. We'll give him a gain of 4 on the play.
He was hit it again initially 1 or 2 yards deep past the line of scrimmage. And it's kind of a bully running the football. He just makes his own path.
2nd down 11. Helsel back to pass. Looking over the middle. He's got completion. Lane Helsel to Cole Regneris. Out near the first down marker, about a yard short. But nice looking pass play.
Yeah, it was a great looking pass. Tight spiral coming out of Helsel's hands. Putting us in 3rd and manageable after suffering that penalty.
Gain of 10, 3rd and 1. Give it to Hahn. And he slips up again, but depends where they mark it. He was flying forward, but again, the feet slip. Field might be getting a little slippery out there. And
I think he's still down.
Jacob Hahn is down at the 45-yard line.
After the slip, it appears he fell awkward.
But where they spot the ball is good for the first down. So we'll give them a gain of 3 on the play. And the Rangers will have it 1st and 10 on their own 44-yard line. But there's a timeout on the field for the injury. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Lutke is the right combination of experience, service, knowledge, and old-fashioned honesty. By providing a full range of forestry equipment services through 3 strong divisions: Lutke Equipment, Lutke Hydraulics, and Lutke Forest Products. Lutke can offer their customers the very best service, price, and always top quality products from a company that knows the challenges that loggers face every day. They offer the top brands with a full line of steel products, Traeger grills, and a full-service hydraulic and machine shop for all of your everyday needs. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call 231-824-9506.
You are listening to 107.1 WCKC in Cadillac, the drive home of Manton Ranger football. And there's still a timeout on the field here at Morley Stanwood High School. 6:26 left to go in the ball game. The Mohawks leading the Rangers 24-6. And Jacob Hahn is still being attended to out there on the field after he slipped carrying that ball, Jordan.
Yeah, same thing he did early in the 3rd quarter. He's coming around, seeing a little bit of daylight, was going to go to cut it up. This time, He was running, got tripped up by the defense, kept going, dove forward. They marked him for the first down, and he's now up under his own power, so that's good to see. Seems to be might be like a left arm injury. He doesn't seem to have any trouble walking.
Yeah, he was carrying his left arm rather awkwardly, but he'll have to leave at least for a play, but he'll probably be out for a little longer than that. We'll see what transpires. But Jacob Hahn out of the ball game right now with an injury. We hope nothing major anyway. Once again, 1st and 10, Rangers, 6:26 left to go in the ball game. Morley Stanwood on top, 24-6.
Now we got Dunham back in the backfield taking Hahn's spot.
Helsel back to pass. Looks out. He's got connection of about 10 yards right at the first down marker. That's Regnerus again. And that's good for another Ranger first down on the 10-yard pass play.
Another 10 yards, just like what we had the last time. There was a 10-yard completion on this drive from Helsel to Regnerus.
Again, spread formation, 1st and 10. Helsel with the ball, 2-step drop, looking over the middle again. Ball's out there and falls short, incomplete.
Yep.
The intended receiver had to come back for it. That was Caleb Milkey. Feet kind of slipped out, went down with the defender, and there's a penalty flag right at that spot.
Yeah, Helsel's pass was short. Milkey tried to come back to it, and there was some contact with the defender. Bolt drew 2 flags, but it's going to be 1 penalty. It'll be pass interference on the defense, and that'll move the chains again for the Rangers.
So pass interference against the Mohawks will give the Rangers a first down at the 30-yard line of Morley Stanwood. Rangers keeping things going quickly. Handoff this time to Nick Dunham. They keep working that right side of the offensive line, Jordan, almost exclusively.
Yeah, that's where we've got Renfer on the right side of the line, and he's one I'd want to follow if I was a running back.
Gain of 5 on the play, 2nd down 5. Helsel back to pass, looking to his left, lays it out there. He's got the receiver in the end zone. Good for the touchdown. And that is Lucas McKernan, the freshman, who brings that one in.
30 yards? 25 yards?
25-yard touchdown pass from Lane Helsel to McKernan. Brings the Rangers within 24-12, and now they will line up for the extra point attempt.
Helsel getting the ball out of his hands is looking good. McKernan was out behind the defense. Helsel was able to find him. McKernan caught it right at the goal line.
Going for 2, handoff to Dunham. Loses the ball. Ball rolled into the end zone. He recovers it himself, and good for the 2-point conversion. The Rangers. So with 5:38 left to go in the ball game.
Nothing's real easy to call tonight.
Wow. The Rangers pull within 24-14. And they will be back with the kickoff. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Cadillac Java and Java 2 is the place to be for all things delicious. Java is a specialty drive-through coffee shop offering fresh espresso, premium coffees, frozen, iced, and blended drinks, ice cream, chai teas, and their most popular item, the frozen hot chocolate. And what goes great with amazing drinks? Flavorful treats like bagels, muffins, donuts, and more. Cadillac Java has 2 convenient locations to serve you at 725 North Mitchell Street and at 6319 East M115 in Cadillac West. Cadillac Java and Java 2. Big town gourmet taste with a small town personal feel.
Welcome back, everyone, to Morley Stanwood High School. Rick Swanson along with Jordan Scheffler. 5:38 left to go in the ball game. The Rangers have just scored on an 8-play drive to pull within 24-14, and now kicking off in what looks to be probably an onside attempt. And there's the kick. It does go 10 yards, and the Mohawks fall on it just over midfield at the 49-yard line, where they will have a first down.
Well, it would have been nice to recover that onside kick, Coach, but, we've got time left. There's over 5.5 minutes left in the game. If we can get a quick stop here and get the ball back, Rangers can get back in this.
From their own 49, 5:38 left to go. Morley Stanwood 1st and 10. Full house backfield, Underhill under center. Takes a snap. Hands off the right tackle, and Manton defense right there. No running room whatsoever.
I didn't catch the number of the defender that was in the backfield, but he almost took the handoff, and then Renfer and Lytle being there right at the line of scrimmage to sew up, no gain.
No gain on the play. Second down, 10. Clock continues to run. 5:10 left to go in the ball game. 24-14. Morley Stanwood on top of the Rangers. They come out again in the full house. Underhill under center. Takes a snap. Keeps it himself after a faked handoff. Tried to get off right tackle and does get about 3 yards. It'll bring up third down.
Another one of those faking handoffs to multiple guys in the backfield threw us off a little bit. It was a quarterback keep for 3 yards. Defense.
Third down, 7. Of course, Morley in no hurry to get the plays off. They'll use some time on the clock. Full house backfield once again. Trevor Underhill, the senior quarterback, under center. Takes snap. Hands off to number 32. And working his way, carrying defenders with him, Xavier Raven, who has a touchdown tonight earlier.
He was hit, coach, at the 46-yard line. Took guys with him down to the 42. So he was carrying a couple of Ranger defenders for 3-4 yards. But the Rangers do face a very important fourth down right now.
Gain of 5 on the play leaves the Mohawks a couple yards short. Again, they got that option to go for it or try to pin the Rangers deep. 4th and 2, 3:39 left to go in the game. They come quickly to the line. No punt formation. Trying to pull the defense off sides.
And they do.
And they did.
Oh, we got a timeout first.
Oh, timeout taken. The line judge stopped the clock, but my first inclination was that they drew the Rangers offside. But
yeah, it looked like Milky did jump there, but they had the timeout first.
We'll keep it here this time. 3:30 left to go in the ball game. 24-14. Morley Stanwood Mohawks on top of the Rangers. And a little more scoring in the second half than we had first half, Jordan. The Rangers held scoreless in the first half, trailed Morley Stanwood 14-0 at the break. But they've been able to put a couple touchdowns on the board while Morley Stanwood has added 10 to their score.
I look for the Rangers to get some words from Solani on the sidelines. Got to be disciplined here if they try to go on 2. But it does look like they've changed up personnel a little bit, and they're going to go ahead and go with a punt.
Exactly.
Now we do have a flag.
Exactly. In punt formation, but a penalty flag against the Mohawks will back them up 5 yards. Again, not a big deal at this juncture because they were going to punt anyway.
Only thing that does, coach, is maybe takes the guessing game out of it if it's going to be any sort of trick
Makes
play.
It for
with
sure,
forward,
right. Here's the snap. It's good. Kick is away.
Short kick.
And short one, but takes a Morley Stanwood bounce, a big bounce, down inside the 15-yard line. It was a short kick, like you said, but boy, what an advantageous bounce.
Yeah, that kick hit at the 27-yard line and rolled, 10, 15 yards in favor of the Mohawks. So here comes the Rangers offense at the 13-yard line.
So the Mohawks punted away. Rangers stopped them on 3 and out. Rangers 1st and 10. Snap to Helsel. Hand off to Dunham. Dunham took it to the right, cut it back to the center, and picks up just a couple. But we do have a penalty marker on the line here closest to us.
Call's coming in from the ref.
Mohawks are walking backwards. It is against Morley Stanwood. Cost them 5 yards. So the Rangers will have it 1st and 5. So negating that play. 3:15 left to go in the ballgame. 24-14. Mohawks on top. Helsel back to pass. Short pass intended for Dunham, but knocked away from him, incomplete. I don't think he had a lot of room to run had he caught that one, Jordan.
No, if he had caught that one, Coach, it was going to be a quick catch and out of bounds on the far sideline.
2nd down 5 for the Rangers. Snap to Helsel. Back to pass. Looking. Caught. And good for the first yardage. Down yardage. In fact, about a gain of 10 on the play. That was caught by Cole Regnerus.
Every time it goes to Regnerus, it's 10 yards. And it's a pass that's coming out quick and on the money.
1st and 10 Rangers. Quick snap to Helsel. Back to pass. Looking to his left. Lays it out there to Solani. Just overthrown and gets the penalty flag. Trevor put the arms up, but defender might have got a hand in there too.
I've seen a little bit of contact there in the defensive end. Didn't know if it was enough to draw the flag, but the flag's out, and that works in the Rangers' favor. We're going to be in Morley Stanwood territory.
Walked off from the line of scrimmage. That'll move the ball out to the 45-yard line on the interference call. Manton, 1st down, 2:50 left to go. Helsel takes a snap, drops back, looking to his right, lays it out there for Milky. Just out of his reach, incomplete. Stops the clock with 2:42 to go. And it'll be 2nd down 10.
Lane's looked real good this second half throwing the ball. Even that one looked like it could have been potentially catchable over there. We had to do a little bit of footwork to keep his feet in bounds, but
Rangers ready to go right away. Helsel, quick pass. He's got a connection out there with Regnerus again on the right side, out near the right sideline, and whistled dead by the official as the defender had him wrapped up after a gain of 9. So 3rd and short for the Rangers. From the shotgun, Helsel takes it, hands off to Dunham, looking for the 1st down. He's got it with plenty to spare inside the 40-yard line at the 39. Another 1st down for the Rangers after a gain of 7.
Mixed it up a little bit there. You know, it's time for us to throw the ball. So on 3rd and short, we ran and picked up the 1st down.
Helsel back to throw, looking deep down the right side. He's got a receiver out there just over the outstretched arm of Regnerus down the right sideline, incomplete with 2:21 left to go in the game. It was a nice looking throw
by Lane Helsel out there to Regnerus. That was a 23-yard attempt at a pass there, and just off the right fingertips of Regnerus down the right side of the field.
6-play drive so far for the Rangers. 2nd down and 10. Just inside the 40 of the Mohawks. Helsel back to pass. Had Solani open. Ball was tipped and picked off by Morley Stanwood. Returned to their own 40-yard line. Turnover Rangers, and Morley Stanwood will have it with 2:10 left to go in the ball game.
Solani was open. Helsel put it on him. Bounced off the shoulder pad of Helsel, off one defender into the other one's hands. And good pass with a little bit of misfortune.
There was a penalty against the Rangers, but declined by Morley Stanwood. They will keep the ball at the 40-yard line, leading 24-14 over the Rangers. And at this point, they're just thinking, let's run some time.
Yeah, they're going to do what they do best, Coach, and they're going to get the ball into Bialik's hands and let him run the game out.
Full house backfield. Underhill under center. Takes a snap, hands off to Bialik. Jordan called it correctly. He's got running room. He may take it. Just tripped up at the 30-yard line of the Rangers. But Bialik had a head of steam that time and just took it.
Looked a lot like the 55-yarder from the one-play drive they had a little while back. Bialik had that saving tackle by War there deep into our own territory. Or that could have been 6.
About 40 yards on that pickup for Jason Bialik. And Morley Stanwood has it 1st and 10 on the Ranger 27-yard line. Again, full house backfield. Underhill takes a snap under center. Hands off right tackle is there's Bialik again, and he's going to take it this time. Jason Bialik in from 27 yards away for the Morley Stanwood touchdown.
Well, Coach, if he gets through the initial line and past the linebackers, there's not a whole lot you can do when you have a talented running back like Bialik.
So Jason Bialik from 27 yards out increases the Mohawk lead to 30-14. And now the try for extra point is up. And it is good, increasing the lead to 31-14 with 1:32 left to go in the ballgame here in Morley Stanwood. Timeout on the field. We will take a timeout. We'll be back. Fourth quarter action in 30 seconds.
As consolidation and mergers keep shuffling bank control from corporate boardroom to faraway corporate boardroom, Forest Area Federal Credit Union hasn't lost sight of why they're in business. You. It's evident in Forest Area's commitment to delivering quality financial services with a personal touch. It shows in their fierce dedication to local causes and missions. Let them show you. Join Forest Area Federal Credit Union with branches in Manton, Kalkaska, Kingsley, and Fife Lake. Learn more at forestarea.com. Insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back to 107.1 The Drive, home of Manton Ranger football. 1:32 left to go in the ball game. The Mohawks have just put a score on the board from Jason Bialik and lead the Rangers 31-14. Here's the kick. Lands in the end zone. Pretty talented kicker here from the Mohawks. And touchback. Manton will put it in play from their own 20-yard line.
You mentioned it. We got a talented kicker. Do you remember a couple of years back when Beale City had a kicker that could do that too? Everyone was a touchback, and he was a threat from, 45 yards out.
Yep, that is correct. So 1st and 10, Rangers from the 20. Helsel back to pass, looking to his right. He's got Milky over there, but could not bring it in. Incomplete. Bring up 2nd down 10, 1:27 left to go in the ball game.
Short out pattern run by Milky there. Helsel put it right on him. Just a drop pass there, about 5 yards. And we're going to do her again, 2nd and 10.
Spread formation. Dunham, the lone setback from the shotgun. Helsel looking right. Pass picked off. And this could be a pick six, and it is into the end zone for the Mohawks. Helsel took a little bit of a hit there and didn't have much on it, and the Mohawks waiting just picked it off and waltzed in with it from about 15 yards out.
Yeah, he had Solani running the in route there, and I don't think he ever seen the linebacker, number 53, Jack Doyle.
So interception, pick six for the Mohawks. 1:17 left to go in the ballgame. Try for extra point. Up. And good once again. Increasing the Mohawk lead to 38-14 over the Rangers. 1:17 left to go. Timeout on the field. We'll take timeout back in 30 seconds.
Imagine this, the taste, the smell, the flavor of down-home barbecue at your sauce-covered fingertips. But without all the mess and hassle. Let the Smokehouse excite your taste buds with some of the best barbecue that you can imagine. Try mouth-watering recipes like the pork belly Cuban, the brisket grilled cheese, smoked chicken salad, loaded mac and cheese, and of course, don't forget the Frickles. Check out the Smokehouse at the Truck Stop Food Court at 902 West 13th Street in Cadillac each weekday, Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Or call for availability for the Smokehouse to travel and cater your next event. 231-824-3513. That's 231-824-3513.
Welcome back, everyone, to Morley Stanwood High School. The Mohawks have just had a pick six to increase their lead 38-14 over the Rangers. Here's the ensuing kickoff, taken by Nick Dunham at about the 7-yard line. Out to the 30, 35, a little bit of running room out close to the 40, and the Rangers will have it first down.
Good return by Dunham.
It was. Hard to believe that at the end of the third quarter, it was a one-score game. Fourth quarter has just gotten away from the Rangers tonight.
Yeah, well, Morley's done a good job. They got out to a 2-score lead, and they forced the Rangers to be one-dimensional, and they've just been getting us to do the turnover thing. And, when you're one-dimensional, it's easier to read.
Quick handoff to Nick Dunham, but before the play can get underway, there's a whistle and penalty against the Rangers. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, procedure call. It'll be 1st and 15. 1:08 left to go in the game. Morley Stanwood on top, 38-14. From the shotgun, handoff to Nick Dunham off the right side. A little bit of running room, picked up about 10 out close to the 45. Call it the 44 for a gain of 9.
Good gain on 2nd down for the Rangers, getting back some of the penalty yardage.
Under a minute now, 50 seconds left to go. Snap to Helsel, looking to his left. He's got Solani out there, pass completed. Brought down across midfield at about the 47-yard line. Good for the Ranger first down. And Solani is still down on the ground.
Holding the right ankle.
Well, you wonder about that ankle that he's had the problems with. Pass play completed. Gain of about 15 on the play. Spots the ball across midfield at the 47. Rangers first down. 42 seconds left in the ballgame. And now Coach Solani attending to player Trevor Solani. We're going to have a timeout here on the field, so let's take a timeout. We'll be back here in 30 seconds to check out the injury.
Bostic's Drugstore in Manton is your locally owned pharmacy. You can count on Mike and his professional staff to take care of all of your prescription needs with a personal hometown touch. You'll get a comprehensive medication review every time you pick up a prescription. Bostic's Drugstore accepts most insurances and administers flu and shingle shots with a prescription. They're also your home for Manton Rangers and locally made Michigan apparel, plus cards, gifts, and toys. Stop into your friendly hometown pharmacy, Bostic's Drugstore on Main Street in Manton. Call 231-824-6465.
Welcome back, everyone, to Morley Stanwood High School. Rick Swanson along with Jordan Shepler with just 42 seconds left in the ballgame, but we have an injury timeout on the field. Trevor Solani, after taking in that pass and getting the Ranger first down, tackled and still down on the ground, right down in front of us. They're bringing the golf cart out. They're going to assist him off the field, it looks like. But Jordan, what we were talking about right before that play, it's hard to believe that at the end of the third quarter, Morley Stanwood held a slim 14-6 lead, and the floodgates have kind of opened here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, so it was an 8-point game. And then you're looking at them coming down and being able to put on the 35-yard field goal, make it a 2-possession game, forcing Manton to go to one-dimensional offense and being able to drop back off the line a little bit, play a little bit more in the secondary, forcing us to be one-dimensional and getting a couple interceptions and turn them into points.
Exactly.
Solani is up now onto the golf cart.
They will give him a ride to the sideline, and we will proceed with the ball game to take the last 42 seconds off the clock. But this, if you look at the sad side of this one, Jordan, this could be the last time we see Solani on the football field. Being a senior, and if this is bad, he may not see action next week.
Yeah, and I think maybe even before this game, if he wasn't quite 100%, just knowing what this game held on for the Rangers moving forward, is he had to come out and give it all he had with this team, being his last year, and trying to get the Rangers to the postseason. But like you said, Coach, his football career could have just went out on the golf cart.
So we're ready to go. Helsel in the shotgun. Takes snap, hand off to Dunham, working that right side once again. Cuts it back to the left. And nice pickup of about 7 yards for Nick Dunham. Bring up a 2nd and 3.
Rangers still going no huddle. Handing the ball off, and we're dwindling down here, about 18 seconds left.
Again, handoff to Dunham to the right, cuts it back to the left, and picks up about another 6, which is good for a Ranger first down with the clock stopped at 13. Now moving once again after the chain is moved. But Dunham in at the running back after Jacob Hahn got hurt, and we haven't seen Hahn since then. Again, handoff to Dunham, off right tackle. Gain of 4, and that is going to do it. That is the end of the ball game here in Morley-Stanwood. Our final score, the Morley-Stanwood Mohawks 38, the Manton Rangers 14. We'll be back to talk about the ball game. We'll give you a recap of the scoring, have some stats for you. We'll talk about what's next for the Rangers. Stay with us. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of Manton High School. CTC is the place to be.
Looking to buy a home or sell yours? Need to upgrade or downsize? Go with experience. Go with Garno. Jamie Fellows Garno of City to Shore Real Estate is your full-time real estate professional with 15 years of experience helping people make their home ownership dreams come true in the greater Cadillac area. Homes are needed now to meet the demand. Want to know what your home is worth in today's real estate market? Talk to Jamie Fellows Garno, serving Wexford, Misaki, Osceola, and Grand Traverse counties from the new City to Shore branch office in Manton at 113 Main Street.
Lutke is the right combination of experience, service, knowledge, and old-fashioned honesty by providing a full range of forestry equipment services through 3 strong divisions: Lutke Equipment, Lutke Hydraulics, and Lutke Forest Products. Lutke can offer their customers the very best service, price, and always top quality products from a company that knows the challenges that loggers face every day. They offer the top brands with a full line of steel products, Traeger grills, and a full-service hydraulic and machine shop for all of your everyday needs. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call 231-824-9506.
Cadillac Java and Java 2 is the place to be for all things delicious. Java is a specialty drive-through coffee shop offering fresh espresso, premium coffees, frozen, iced, and blended drinks, ice cream, chai teas, and their most popular item, the frozen hot chocolate. And what goes great with amazing drinks? Flavorful treats like bagels, muffins, donuts, and more. Cadillac Java has 2 convenient locations to serve you at 725 North Mitchell Street and at 6319 East M115 in Cadillac West. Cadillac Java and Java 2. Big town gourmet taste with a small town personal feel.
Welcome back, everyone, to Morley-Stanwood High School. Rick Swanson with Jordan Shepler, where the Rangers have dropped one to the Morley-Stanwood Mohawks by the score of 38-14. Morley-Stanwood improves to 6-2 overall, while Manton falls to 4-4 on the season. And we want to offer our congratulations to Morley-Stanwood on their 6th win. That will give them an automatic qualifying position for the playoffs, which will begin in just a couple of weeks. So let's start off our postgame by giving you a recap of the scoring. In the first quarter, the Mohawks got on the board first on a 21-yard pass from Underhill to Jensen. The kick was good, and with 1:43 left to go in the first quarter, the Mohawks led it 7-0, and that was our first quarter score. In the second quarter, Morley-Stanwood got a 30-yard run from Raven. The kick again was good, and with 7:19 left to go in the first half, Morley-Stanwood led it 14-0, and that was our halftime score. In the third quarter, the Rangers got on the board. A 79-yard drive in just 5 plays, capped off with a 55-yard run from Jacob Hahn. The try for extra point was no good, but the Rangers were within 1 score at 14-6. Then on the very next possession, Morley-Stanwood got a 35-yard field goal from their exchange student and increased the lead to 17-6. That was just into the fourth quarter, and it put that lead up to 2 scores once again. And as Jordan was was explaining, kind of took the Rangers at that point maybe out of their game plan a little bit, where they had been within one score before that. At the 8:19 mark of the fourth quarter, the floodgates kind of opened at that point. Still a 17-6 score, but Jason Bialik took it from 57 yards out. The kick was good, and Morley Stanwood led it 24-6 with 8:19 to go in the game. On the very next possession, the Rangers got their second touchdown of the ball game, a 25-yard pass play to freshman Luke McKernan from Helsel. 2-point conversion was good, and with 5:38 to go, the Rangers had pulled within 10 at 24-14. After a punt and an interception, Morley Stanwood had the ball once again, and Bialik found the end zone on a 27-yard run this time with 1:32 left to go in the ball game. The kick was good, and the Mohawks led it 31-14. And then on the very next Manton possession, the Mohawks came up with a pick six from 15 yards out. Extra kick was good, and with 1:17 left in the ball game, the Mohawks had increased their lead to 38-14, and that is our final here from Morley Stanwood. I'll turn it over to Jordan here for a moment, get some numbers on his side.
Well, in the first half, the Morley Stanwood was 2 for 9 for 48 yards. In the second half, 2 for 5. This is the passing stats for 26 yards. They had a total of 76 yards passing. Rushing in the first half, they had 134 yards rushing. Second half, 173 yards rushing, giving them a total of 307 yards rushing on the day. And, Coach, that's kind of what we thought coming in, is that, you know, they're 200-plus yards a game rushers, and today they broke the 300 mark.
Exactly.
Manton Rangers in the first half passing, they're 4 for 7 for 62 yards. Rushing, they had 70 yards. And the second half, the Rangers were 6 for 9 on the passing end, 88 yards, leaving them with 150 passing yards. Rushing, the Rangers had a much better second half rushing. First half was only the 70 yards. Second half, 212 yards, totaling 282 rushing yards for the Rangers. And, you know, like I said, the first half they were 70 yards. Second half, when they were starting to come around, made it a one-score game. You know, we were running the ball well, and then once we had to become one-dimensional, Morley was able to change their defense up a little bit and get some turnovers and force us into a tough loss tonight.
Well, it was one that the Rangers needed to keep those playoff hopes alive, but the loss does move their record to 4-4. Next week, they'll at least try to finish the season on a positive note with a winning season when they go to Rogers City. We saw some good things tonight, but we probably have to say the better team prevailed, even though the Rangers gave it their all, just like they have all season long.
I agree with you there, Coach. I do think that Morley is maybe a better, well-rounded team, but you got to give credit to the Rangers. Even when we're down 2 scores, we're getting down towards the end, we're able to see the heart in them kids and the fight. Even we're down a couple scores and Solani's fighting for extra yardage and keeps moving forward, even when maybe that play wouldn't even made that much of a difference. He's still a ton of heart from the kids.
And what determination we saw from Jacob Hahn running the football tonight. He did go out with an injury. Nick Dunham wrapped up the game from the running back position. We'll have to check out Jacob Hahn, but hopefully he's available to go next week. But Trevor Solani being carted off on the golf cart, I'm a little doubtful that he'll be available next week.
I would agree. I got the 107.1 Ranger game balls, and like you had mentioned with Jacob Hahn, I made some notes all through the game on how he was able to finish the runs and leading the spark at running back. I bet I didn't keep individual stats, but I know for a fact he had well over 100 yards rushing, and I was going to give one of the game balls to him. And it's hard to get 100 yards rushing without your offensive line. So I feel like the other game ball should go to our offensive line, led by number 77, Jake Renfer. We're running off the right side of the line, time after time. That's where the big chunk yardage was coming for the Rangers. And I think 2 game balls tonight, one going to Hahn, one going to our offensive line, Coach.
Excellent choices. And the Ranger drive of the game, we're going to go to the fourth quarter. The Rangers started a drive on their own 20, so they ended up going 80 yards in 9 plays to put their second touchdown on the board, capped off with a 25-yard pass play from Helsel to McKernan.
And what a beautiful pass that was, too.
It was.
Helsel dropped back, rolled to his left a little bit. McKernan was able to get back behind the corner, and he laid one on. He right at the goal line. He reeled it in. It was a touchdown.
And at that point, that touchdown pulls them again within 10. They've got some hope with 5:38 left to go. But the Mohawks put a couple more on the board, and it just wasn't to be.
Yeah, we had 5:38 on the clock, and we come out, try the onside kick, and even then we weren't out of it. We didn't recover the onside kick, but we turned around and get the 3 and out. And then after that, we struggled a little bit. And like I said, we were one-dimensional. And give the credit to Morley's defense. They forced some turnovers.
Well, looking ahead to next week, the Rangers will be back on the road to wrap up the regular season when they take the long jaunt to Rogers City to take on the Hurons. The Hurons, that would be Friday night, October 19th. Of course, probably call the Hurons because Rogers City is right on Lake Huron. So quite a trip the Rangers will have next Friday night.
I'm sure it'll be nice and warm up there, don't you think, Coach?
Might take my long underwear on that one. Game time is 7, pregame at about 6:40 when we will bring you the action. We hope you can join us here on 107.1 The Drive if you're not making that trip yourself. Well, we wish to thank again the local people and businesses who are sponsoring Ranger football on the air all season. They are, once again, Lucky Hydraulics and Forest Products, Forest Area Federal Credit Union, Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center, the Smokehouse on 13th Street in Cadillac, which I just went to last week and thanked them for their sponsorship, and I would recommend the pork sandwich out there. That was very good. Shepler Well Drilling in Manton, Java and Java 2 of Cadillac, the 308 Pub and Grill in Manton, Manton Booster Club, Wilder Heating and Cooling, Maple Ridge Living Center, Jamie Fellows Garno City to Shore Real Estate Office in downtown Manton, and right next door to her is Bostic's Drugstore. We sincerely thank all of those sponsors for allowing 107.1 The Drive to put Ranger football on the air once again this year. Well, Jordan, any final thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I just want to reflect back on the whole year with a lot of the changes that the Rangers had. You know, it's going to be, it's impossible now or extremely tough for them to get into the playoffs now. Just want to look back at the positive outlook that we've had all year, coming in with a new coach and maybe a new scheme, and even the assistant coaches helping them along the way, and just being able to see the kids, like I said, with that fight and that heart that they have, even, being a 500 team, playing big games like this at the end of the year. We didn't have that option last year. When we were playing games like this, it was still just for fun at this time of year. And now we're fighting later into the season. And I think we're going to see that moving forward with what Manton has to offer.
Yeah, start off the season, the Rangers got a lot of people excited. They won their first 3. They split the next 2. After 5 games, they were 4-1. But the last 4 games of the year, all on the road against tough opponents. And they've just come up short every time to now stand at 4-4. But, boy, that work ethic that you mentioned, Jordan, and Coach Solani's been proud of that all year. These guys fight, they battle until the last whistle, no matter what the score is. They give it everything they've got out there, and they're fun to watch.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Solani before the season even started, and he was just doing the weight program and getting to know the kids and setting up the practice schedule and stuff like that. I said, I just tossed it at him. I said, Coach, how are you going to be this year? What are you thinking? We lost a lot of talent last year, and he said, we're not going to fold for anybody. That was his words, and I haven't seen him fold for anybody yet this year.
I'm sure Coach Solani would be the first one to admit it. I'm sure he's learned some things, but he's been impressive in his first season leading the Rangers. This is his first opportunity as a head coach at any school, and I've been very pleased. I've been happy with what I've seen, and I know a lot of people in the community are too as I talk to them. Well, that's going to do it from Morley Stanwood High School tonight. This is Rick Swanson along with Jordan Shepler. And back in the studio control room, Erin Dusa. We thank Erin for all of her work tonight. She kept us running smoothly. And we all thank you for joining us and hoping you'll tune in next Friday evening when the Manton Rangers travel to Rogers City to take on the Hurons. We'll be on with the pregame at about 6:40. And once again, our final score here tonight, the Morley Stanwood Mohawks 38, the Manton Rangers 14. You are listening to 107.1 The Drive, home of Manton Ranger football, and we now return you to the regular programming of Classic.
This broadcast of Manton Rangers football on 107.1 The Drive and 107.1thedrive.com has been sponsored by the 308 Forest Area Federal Credit Union, Jamie Fellows Garno of City to Shore Real Estate, the Manton Boosters, Shepler Well Drilling, the Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center, Lutke Hydraulics, Cadillac Java and Java 2, the Smokehouse, Wilder Heating and Cooling, Maple Ridge Living Center, and Bostic's Drugstore. Thank you for listening to this presentation of Manton Rangers football on 107.